If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, all to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube, but view it for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
You guys see what Nikola Jović is doing to Puerto Rico right now?
I mean,
See what he's doing to Puerto Rico right now?
It's happening like literally
He's
right now?
giving them the. Oh, it's over now.
Oh, okay.
He's giving them the business, is what he's doing.
I'm a little sad about that.
and how many times did you trade him?
Well, you know, Dame's tweeting over the weekend. It's very conflicting for me. It's very
Hey,
conflicting for me.
hey. Of the three of us,
Hmm?
there's one guy who has been pretty consistent with the Jović talk.
Oh, look at him go up the court.
Thank
Oh,
you,
dude,
Leroy.
he did this full court bounce
No,
pass.
I don't want to hear it. You can't say that because I've been
I'm
saying
gonna send you the highlight. I'm gonna send you the highlights.
Full court?
Full
bounce back?
court bounce pass to other Serbian dude.
wait,
For a
to
jam?
wait, he says he doesn't
Other
even- to other.
Serbian dude.
Wait, so your stat sheet would read Jović assists to other.
Exactly, dude. That's exactly how I would have it right now. It's
Dude.
amazing.
Dude, so me and Fonz were up this morning just chit-chatting, right? Because evidently I'm a doctor and I was on call.
Oh.
And we see an iguana on the edge of the pool. He got his tail hanging in the water. He's sitting on the edge of the pool. He is taking a dump
In your water. Yeah.
like he's potty trained.
What yeah, that's the thing with iguanas. I would have thought that they would have been scared off though because of Zeus. Zeus
No,
doesn't
Zeus
chase
is in
iguanas?
the house. I should have let him out.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
went out and did the universal language to animal, get the hell out of here. Shoo.
That's did it work?
Right? No, it didn't work. He finished it, didn't look behind and ran away.
Nah, that's tough, dude.
And guess what Fod said?
Hmm?
Oh, he got beef with you. You must have did something to him. What?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't mess with iguanas.
Man, at one time Jović had Puerto Rico. He had them down 25-7 in the first quarter.
Okay, you're saying he had them.
No,
down.
he like killed it the first quarter. It was all Jović. Jović was the cat. Jović was out there cooking, dude. Cooking.
Hmm.
Time's up, Cronin.
Sweetener.
Sorry.
Let's see.
Sorry, Cronin.
Well, no, they ain't showing. They show just a off a cut.
Oh, let me get you off the. I think I sent you the wrong clip.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, dude. This Jović.
Why are you shocked? Dude, here.
Wow.
Can I just say something? I've been saying this the whole season. That dude been a pro since he was 16. He couldn't get a couple of minutes here with the Heat when they were like playing nobodies.
It's because I think it's just because Spo is like, I want him to just keep using this to develop. They're using it like a redshirt season.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I understand that. But this ain't, look, based on the Heat dressing 7 or 8 guys at times, I'm having a hard time believing when all those guys were out and they were only dressing 7 or 8. And remember one time they dressed Gabe, but he wasn't going to play, but they had to have the minimum. Right?
Are you talking about the
dress
regular
8.
season though? Because remember in the regular season, he had a back
season.
injury.
True.
He was hurt for a good portion of the regular season.
Okay. All right. But I'm like, I just, when he got back, I'm having a hard time believing watching this, that this couldn't help the Heat. I just am.
This guy's amazing.
Now all of a sudden you praising him or whatever. I've been saying it all
Now
year.
all of a
Why
sudden I've
can't
been
Jović
praising
help?
him? No. Hold on. Don't be saying now all of a sudden. I've been praising. I've been praising him the whole time.
No, you haven't.
Oh, get out of here,
You
dude.
wanted to trade him. You
I was-
wanted to
hold on,
trade him
hold on.
for a Krispy Kreme.
Dude, I put together a package of Caron Butler teaching him in warm-ups his fadeaway move. And like people were going, oh my God, like they were going goo-goo over it. Don't act like I'm not been on the Jović bandwagon, dude. You think that you're the only guy who likes a tall Serbian.
Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
Now all of a sudden.
Now when
By
I
the
trade
way,
him for
you
Lillard?
sent the wrong clip again.
No way. No. It's like a whole highlight package. That doesn't have the bounce pass in there. It's like the last thing he does.
Okay. So
Put up like 3 threes.
no, so
Stroking it, man.
I'm confused here
Yeah.
because of all the people that I said we would like to keep,
Yeah.
I kept saying Jović.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to see what this is going to be? With all the Europeans coming over with his body type and his skill set, you don't want to see what this is going to end up being? Because guess what?
What?
According to you, the way you have this planned out, Joker would have been traded from the Heat to get another player.
Jover?
If Joker
Oh, so if
was
we had
here in the second round, like he was drafted, he would have been the first one out of your door.
maybe. I mean, would they have been able to get Dame?
And that's my problem.
Would they have been
You
able to
don't
get
see
Dame?
that, and you don't care that this is what Joker ended up. Look,
I don't
I'm
find
just
it an
playing-
insult to
I'm
trade
just
for
playing-
Damian Lillard.
here. I'm just playing the percentages here. Every player that has come over from Europe with that skill set that's been a pro since they were 16 has ended up being a substantial player in the NBA. So
Every
I'm
pro?
just name one. You
Name
got
one who hasn't? Darko Milicic. He was one of the most notorious busts of all time. Wow.
okay. One. And how long ago?
That was 2003. Remember?
20 years ago.
The D Wade draft.
20 years ago. Give me one within
You know,
10
not,
years.
Leroy, you know not all the Antetokounmpos are good, right?
Yes, I know that. No, but not all of them were praised. Not all of them were drafted in the first round.
Neither was Giannis, actually, though.
Giannis was second round?
No, he was first round, but he was middle of the first round. Remember
Okay.
the grainy footage?
Okay.
By the way, I gotta tell you something. We'll get into some other stuff. We got a lot to get to. Dolphins, Messi, but we start here. Whatever. Get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why
wanna
buy your
run
truck
over
at a
you with
car
this
store?
truck.
Palmetto
I
Ford.
want to run over you.
So this became my latest Heat theory over the weekend.
Oh, here we
My
go.
latest Heat theory. Okay.
Play
So-
what's the music from what's that Twilight, not the Twilight movie, but the show.
Twilight Zone.
No. What's the show with the I can't think of it. Damn.
Stun Steve says Mario Hezonja. He sucked and played in Barcelona at like 17. That does sound like a familiar name, Mario Hezonja.
Yep.
But I will say to Leroy's point, like you look at all these teams around the world and look at Canada. Canada's stacked right now.
Right.
They got SGA. They got a lot of good players on their team, and Wiggins and Barrett and like that. That's not, you would make fun of Canada years ago because all they had was Kelly Olynyk.
Wait a minute. Didn't what's the name play with LeBron? They signed him late in Tristan Thompson is from Canada, isn't he?
I think he is. I think he is. But my latest theory is this. So I've now gotten to the point of what if Tyler Herro, okay? I don't know if you saw over the weekend, but Tyler Herro is in Cali and he's working out with Joel Embiid. And so my thought is, what if Tyler Herro turns the trade gun on Bam Adebayo, and all of a sudden he goes to Jimmy, and Tyler's like, "Hey Jimmy, you know how much you like Joel Embiid, right?"
Wait, why you got this sounding like one of these shows you've been watching?
You don't think it's a possibility that
Survivor, Big
it's like
Brother,
exactly,
like
dude.
what are you doing?
So instead, like Tyler Herro puts the shoe on the other foot because he knows Bam over the last couple of summers. Oh, you're hanging with Donovan Mitchell, your guy. You're hanging with Dame Dollar. You want to ship me out? Well, what if Tyler Herro, he turns it on Bam and he tries to get Joel Embiid to make a stink, and then he goes to Riles and he goes, "You do it. You do it. You just got to trade Bam. Just got to do it. You just got to trade Bam." What if Tyler Herro tries to flip it on Bam?
You may be onto something with
Nope, because here's when I would know. Maybe I would question whether something was up. Using your own theory.
Yep.
When he starts posting up Heat stuff back on his IG or his Twitter. See what I'm saying?
Well, he has though. Like he's been. I've already gone over my theories of like hanging with Chris Quinn. You know, he was.
Well, you got here. Let me say this. You look worse if you don't continue to work and continue to do your same workouts.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're saying that you're gonna pout and not be a professional.
Right.
So I'm not looking at that as anything other than him saying I'm continuing to work regardless of what happens.
Maybe, but like you don't think if Tyler Herro's like, man, I'm really sick of being in all these trade rumors, and it always seems like it's
Let's
Bam's
put somebody else in them.
He's like, I always feel like it's Bam's friends. What if I flip it on Bam? You know, smiling faces with hidden agendas. He goes, "Oh, I'll go to the Miami Pro League and look like we're all buddy, but wait in a couple of weeks when I'm working out with Joel Embiid, and then all of a sudden I tell Joel, hey."
Could they be working out any farther away from where they play?
It is a far trip. Yes, I understand what you're saying. I don't, why they can't find somebody to help them dribble a basketball over here.
Well, it'd be cheaper to fly whoever they're working out with East Coast.
I think because the guy's like a big time coach. Drew Hanlon's his name. He coaches Tatum and Joel. I don't know what makes him so great, but apparently he's the greatest.
Right.
This Drew Hanlon. I don't know why they all look like Adam Sandler too. All these, all of these, hoops coaches with, of course, with an arm sleeve. That's what they all look like. I don't understand what makes them so great, but apparently everybody swears by these skills coaches. It's a big thing. But I don't know. I was just seeing that. I was like, Tyler's working out with Joel. Joel has a little bit of unrest going on in Philadelphia. Tyler Herro takes that unrest to the front office.
Love Island Heat edition.
Kind of recoupling. It's a recoupling.
Is it more like Big Brother though? Or Survivor? When you go talk, I don't watch it either, but one of the guys
Survivor did alliances, like you wouldn't vote for them, but you'd stay on the island together. Right. So yeah, it's a little bit like Heat Survivor. But now Tyler Herro, he's sick of being in the rumors, so he's going to team up with probably the only guy that he could convince Jimmy.
That could get Jimmy to go.
Jimmy, Joel, it's ready to make a stink. We got to go to Riles.
But here's the problem. You start learning how much a team really loves a player versus what they say when the right trade deal becomes available, right? Like up to this point, there has really been no reason to even consider Bam.
Never.
One, you're trying to trade for a different position, right? In fact, you're trading for Tyler's position,
right?
And you never had to worry about, okay, it's another big, it's going to be this, or whatever.
What did you call this over the weekend, Marcos? This is an Uno flip?
Yeah, that's the old Uno reverse card.
Yep.
That's what
at the table. He's throwing down an Uno reverse card. He goes, what do you think about this, man?
Wait.
Trade for a center.
So, with the passing of Bob Barker.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Bob Barker died. That's what you're going to do? You're going to send all your comments in the form of a game?
What is the correct answer, Leroy?
Anyway, that was my fun Heat theory over the weekend. I was like, Tyler working out with Joel Embiid.
Like, you play too bad. Uno, you go reverse, skip, 4-4, out. Pick up them 8 cards.
Take a quick break. Lots to get to here on a Monday. Back after this.
WQAM.
All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560. Take you guys up until 2 here on the show.
Got my Eli Apple.
Oh, you're getting after it early today, dude.
Yeah, I've been up for a while. Watch a little TV. Watch the dogs. Big Spoon had a doctor's appointment.
Big Spoon.
She's back to work.
Oh, all right. Off the IL.
Yep. Man, let me tell you.
Quite the stint.
She had a Judge or Stanton.
Yep.
Like that was damn near 60-day DL.
Hey, you may have forgotten this guy because we've been all, Messi this, Messi that, but a guy who scored a lot of goals on the ice, who we liked coming into this year, Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh,
Tkachuk, dude. And we've got your chance to win a photo op and an autograph from Panther star Matthew Tkachuk on Sunday, September 10th at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania. To enter the contest, text the word Panthers to 20357. That's Panthers to 20357. And your name is in the rink. If you don't win and you still want to go to the event, more info is available at hollywoodcollectibles.com. This is a text contest, so message and data rates may apply.
Not a home game, so you could go meet your boy.
Right. Go check it on out. But this Messi,
West Coast game, they play at 4.
You talking about the Pinks?
No.
Oh, the Dolphins?
The Dolphins.
That's the Dolphins. Yeah. It's opening weekend. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That is
right. That's what I'm saying. Like
that is opening day. It's all a blur right now. This weekend was a blur. When you did, I did 6 hours of radio on Saturday.
Oh my goodness, dude! Let me tell you. Can I just say this? I wanted to call you because I'm like, man, 4 hours of pregame and 40 minutes of football.
Yep.
And I don't want to have a knee-jerk reaction, okay? Because I don't know. Each game, the coaches and the coaching staff are trying to accomplish something. And it gets lost because we watching the game and we want our team to win. But I will say this. It looked to me like whatever combination they had at O-line, don't do that again.
Okay.
The run game didn't look as fluid as it did before.
Certainly not. Although Stockton did have another nice one. He busted.
Right. But you can't have all guys that do that, right? That they may average 7 yards a carry, but it's because they have 5 yards of 2 yards.
And then
one. Right. Because that's not consistent offense.
Yeah.
And so I was getting a little bit frustrated in the fact that there were too many runs that were not getting anything done. But I will say this. Last week when they ran for 200, they started the game off running in between the tackles and then started running outside. This week, they just start running outside. And so I think maybe that had something to do with it.
It was definitely one of these games where I just it felt a little underwhelming for sure.
Right. It just did. It just I don't know. I can't. Like I said, I don't go into a game. I don't go into preseason games thinking that the team should win or lose. Right. Because I don't know what the coaches are trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
But I do go into every game wanting to see the team get better, right? And if they would have played last week's game this week, I personally would feel a lot better. But because they did it last week and then have this week and now they have 2 weeks off, there's way too many questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, and then they had a lot of injuries too to some key guys.
Right. See, that's what makes
like
it tough.
like Josh is saying, oh, they ran all over us. It's like, yeah, but also Wilkins and Sieler didn't play.
Wilkins said, that didn't bother me. That didn't bother me because I know you're talking about two guys who do stuff to run.
Yep.
There's no question. And so with those two guys not in there, of course you want to see somebody, step up. Of course you want to see that they have some depth, but that ain't your best guys.
No.
So I'm not, even though I was annoyed at how much they got run over, I'm not going to read into it when your two best guys aren't in there. Well, that's what makes preseason so damn hard because you don't know, look, they got to cut down from 90 to 53. I've never been on a team that had to cut 37 guys.
Oh my God, Mike McDaniel yesterday. You thought he was going to cry on the
right.
Zoom. My least favorite day.
You got to cut 37 guys, dude. That's crazy.
Yep.
It's going. You know what it's going to look like in that facility Wednesday, like our building.
Although Joe did make a good point. Like technically, it's not as many because you have 16 practice squatters.
Yeah, but you got to cut everybody, then sign them to practice squad, and in between that period of time, they could get scooped up by somebody else.
Gonna look lonely,
right?
Do you have Mike McDaniel from yesterday, Mario? There was some big Dolphins news yesterday. Zach Sieler signed an extension. It's kind of out of nowhere. Everybody was looking at the Christian Wilkins thing, and we're like, all right. When's this going to happen? When's this happen? Zach Sieler makes like peanuts. Listen, good living, I guess, for most people. But Zach Sieler, for his position, he's making like, I think, under $2 million before this deal.
Right.
He was making nothing. Christian Wilkins going to at least make $10 million this year. Know,
which probably plays into it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like Christian Wilkins is, if they franchise him, he's guaranteed $32 million over the next 2 years. So not nothing. But Zach Sieler, kind of out of nowhere, just gets a deal, gets a nice contract. It's
$20 million guaranteed.
$20 million guaranteed. Could be worth up to 38. 3-year deal. And I'm happy for him. I love Zach Sieler. Is it friend of the show?
But think about this. If Zach Sieler is getting damn near 13 million a year, Christian Wilkins not going to get 15 to 20?
Well, I think we would have to think, right? He wants at least more than 16 a year because that's what he's guaranteed, right?
Right. So we're looking at between 16 and 20.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just the starting off point.
I know.
Because that's what he's going to get anyway.
Here is McCoachin yesterday on Sieler's contract.
Man, I was fired up, and so were a lot of his teammates, just because Zach epitomizes such an important thing within the journey of the NFL player. You're talking about a guy that has earned every cent that he's paid. He's been cut twice, and I think the timing, as far as it relates to the team, couldn't be better for so many guys in the next 48 hours that aren't able to make the final 53. I think that is something that's real and can feel in the moment like your dream's over. And I think he's an exemplary. He's a great example. Yeah, a great example of
finally defeated.
Worrying about what you can control, and he's we're happy to get that done, as well as the locker room's happy for him too.
I've never heard the
whoever thought exemplary was going to kick his ass, because when it comes to words, he is undefeated, right?
Nobody loves words more than him.
Exemplary gave him a standing 8 count.
Yeah, it got him. But that is a cool thing. Like, you think about Zach Sieler is kind of like one of these. He's almost like a Heat story for the Dolphins. Like
Whiteside,
like went to Ferris State, cut a couple times.
Oh, I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah, they have something every year called Mock Rock.
Really?
Yeah, Ferris State. It's a party school.
He, but the guy's been great. He's a mauler, and I'm happy for him. You know, the guy went from living in an RV when he got to the Dolphins to now he can go buy RV World.
Yeah, man. I think you said he's gonna go crazy in that Bass.
Oh, he's cleaning out Bass Pro Shop, dude.
Those hats, I see them everywhere now, and I want one.
He's gonna clear out Bass Pro Shop. He's gonna go get the best bow, the best boat, all the camo gear. You can get lost in Bass Pro. You ever been to a Bass Pro Shop, Leroy?
Yes, and every time I go in there, you know what I think about? I want to catch one of them big ass fish. I'm like,
they got a nice one by you.
Yeah, I say I don't never see none of these damn fish when I'm fishing.
Yeah, that one on Griffin,
it's massive.
It's a doozy.
They used to have a little restaurant in there.
I think they still do.
They
closed up.
The restaurant, and they used to have a little golf store in there. I used to go there for that too. But
yeah, he's definitely going. He's taking out all the camo, everything that they got,
all the camo. You think you're gonna get a camo suit?
Oh yeah, dude. I think Zach is gonna open up his own airboat business. You know.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Sieler's tours.
Maybe you'll have to rob me with the camo Crocs.
Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe. You never know. But listen, I'm happy for
him. It's not like he didn't earn it. Just like Christian Wilkins earned. I mean, Christian Wilkins earns whatever he's going to get, right? Like, it's – I don't know how – either one or two things. And this is, I sent you guys this text. If they signed Sieler before they signed Christian Wilkins, maybe Christian Wilkins is being unreasonable.
Maybe.
I don't know that. I'm not going to say that as certain or as news. But if I'm running a team and I have a choice of who I'm going to sign, it's going to be Christian Wilkins, right? And either they're really close with Christian Wilkins or, they wanted to get this done because they figured out what they're going to do as far as money.
It was worded yesterday by I think it was Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. He made it sound like they moved towards Zach Sieler. Like, I don't know if he's reporting this or he just put it out like this, but Ian Rappaport from NFL Network, he said, after months of negotiations with defensive lineman Christian Wilkins, the two sides were unable to come to terms. Miami eventually turned its attention to Sieler, who gets the extension. So he makes it sound like they kind of pivoted and went to Sieler. We know that Chris Greer and Drew Rosenhaus, who reps Sieler, they got a great relationship. I mean, like, remember last year, like, they signed like 6 Rosenhaus guys like on one day. So they could have just gone to this and be like, all right, fine. Well, let's at least lock up one of our guys, because look, the fail safe is they always could franchise Christian Wilkins next year. If it doesn't get to that point, he may hold out in training camp, and then, I'm sure he'll show up for the regular season. I don't know. But here was McDaniel yesterday. Actually, we got to take a break. We'll hear Mike McDaniel's thoughts on it because he was asked.
Yeah, because we got time. We got the 4 hours. We need more time.
He was asked about if this affects the Christian Wilkins deal. So we'll hear from McCochin after this. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, want to get your hair cut by the Canes and Finn's barber? We've got a chance to freshen up your look with Steven Rivera, the barber to the athletes. Enter now at WQM.com/contests. Dolphins did have some injury updates. I don't know if everybody saw what happened over the weekend in the fourth quarter, but the game was cut short by their wide receiver, Daewood Davis, took a nasty hit. They had to stretcher him off. It wasn't just a cart off. Like, they had to stop the game, and they just called the game, I think, with like 8 minutes left. They just called it, but apparently he's conscious. He was back at the facility yesterday. He's in concussion protocol, but scary, man. It was an undrafted guy. Obviously, I don't know if he's going to make the team, but
it's
still
always
still a scary thing for a local kid. I think he's from Hollywood, played at Deerfield.
Dude, I don't care who it is. And I'm telling you this from experience. Even as a player, knowing that could happen on some of the weirdest things. To see that, knowing that when I played, I want to say it was a Jets defensive lineman. Utley? Is it Utley? Or was it Detroit?
I don't remember.
Who was like paralyzed, where it took him years to, I don't know where he is now, but it took him years to be able to walk.
Yeah,
it's scary. Like, it almost feels,
Mike Utley.
Lion. And it's terrifying because I've been around it so much that you literally can't tell based on the hit how severe the injury is.
It wasn't like one of these where like, he kind of had a pass breakup. Even Mike McDaniel was talking about this yesterday because I didn't really notice it because I just knew pass breakup and kind of like looked down and then you realize, oh no.
Right.
So it was a scary moment. They ended up calling the rest of the preseason game. They didn't play.
Which they should. They should, yeah. Man, it's in like, even watching it, you're like, oh no, because you don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments in life where you're terrified because you don't know. And I hope he's okay. They say he's moving around. I was on one of those stretchers, so I know what it feels like. And as a player, when I was on the stretcher, I didn't think anything of it. Right?
What do you mean?
Because I could feel everything.
You felt everything, but like,
I never thought. I just thought, like, oh, I got beat up and they're taking precaution. I didn't like think that, oh no, this could be that. And then when you see the same thing happen to other people, then you realize how close you were to being that.
Wild.
And so whenever I hear people, and this is one of the reasons why I got so upset with the DeMar Hamlin thing and Skip Bayless, is that, man, everybody on that field is terrified because they know it's the one moment where you don't care what uniform you're wearing. You're thinking that could have been me. And so, yeah, man, I hope he's okay. It's just like, I can't. Joel will tell you the same thing. Like, you, at the moment, if you get dinged up like that, you don't think nothing of it. But when you see it happen to somebody else, you immediately go, that could have been me when I got hit. And I got hit on every play. So I hope he's okay. I just want people to know that, like, yeah, man, that it's scary for everybody. Like, not just the people watching the game, not just, it's horribly terrifying for the guys on the field, for the guy that made contact with him, right? Everybody is terrified, knowing that, more importantly, I hope he's okay, but damn, that could have been me.
Here's McDaniel yesterday on Daewood Davis.
He just recently got in the building. He's in the concussion protocol. We'll continue to evaluate him. He's doing better than last night in terms of strength and stuff. And so, like I said last night, there were certain things that we were worried about that were avoided, but we'll continue monitoring him extensively as he's in the protocol. But I know there's certainly a lot of guys that are very, very, very happy and relieved to see him.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, like they were saying, like it's crazy because it's like, yeah, it's got a guy who has a big name, but like these guys are in, the wide receiver room, like Tyreek was talking about. Is like, I guess he was on, him and Jalen Waddle have a like competition on. They've each had their own team on drills and things, and he was on his team. And I'm sure Tua looking at that situation. Tua was in that situation last year, getting taken off the field like that.
It's just in fairness to everybody involved, sometimes these things can't be avoided. Like it just happens. Like you don't know, and sometimes it's the hits that don't look severe that cause the most damage because of, like, when I remember Mike Utley, he just jammed his neck onto somebody's like leg or something.
Yeesh.
Right. And then he couldn't move. Like it wasn't like, we're sitting here trying to make it look good by, these targeting injuries and stuff like that. But in actuality, when you see some of the injuries and some of the guys get stretched off, it's not
it's
those hits.
You'll see that in boxing too, like with a guy, like sometimes the
one graze, right?
Graze off the top. That happened this weekend in the Usyk fight, which by the way had its own little controversy. I don't know if you saw that, Marcus. Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
A lot of people are accusing Usyk of faking that he got hit in the boys.
Wow.
He took a shot from Dubois and borderline shot, I would say. But it wasn't your traditional, boom, under. It was kind of like on the belt line. And people are like, no, dude, that was a body shot. Kind of similar to what happened with Andre Ward Kovalev too.
Right.
But people were accusing Usyk of faking the taking the shot below the belt so he could just recoup for 5 minutes. But then in the actuality, he took a body shot and should have been knocked out. So then
I was watching
winning in the 9th round.
Oh no.
I don't know if it was live or I was watching a fight and they both were punching each other in the boys. It just seemed because one guy was like this because he didn't want to get hit, and it would graze. He was trying to hit him in the body, it would graze his elbow and then hit him, and it was like they took points off of him. And I don't remember what fight I was watching, but it was a terrible fight because they were just punching each other's boys.
I saw one. There was one time I went to a fight, and it was the undercard of Spence Garcia back when it was in Dallas. And the guy actually got disqualified for too many low blows. He just couldn't stop doing it.
Okay, dude.
Just wouldn't stop hitting the guy in the junk.
Come on, bro.
Like,
Wait, I'm looking at the pictures now. This brought him to, like, I see his butt on the ground.
He would have won the heavyweight championship if in fact he faked this shot to the groin, and Usyk was just milking it to make it seem like he was hit illegally, but in fact he was just hitting the breadbasket. He should have won. Dubois should be having most of the heavyweight championships right now, but I don't think Usyk would do that. I mean, Ukraine. I don't know. I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like he would fake something like that. I think he did get hit in the junk, and also sometimes with junk shots, a grazing shot can hurt.
Oh yeah, let me tell you.
A grazing shot can get you.
Take it from a man, folks. You don't need substantial evidence to show that you got hit in the junk. Sometimes the general area causes just as much pain.
Right. All right, we'll take a quick break. Our Tua coming up next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys see that jiu-jitsu roll that he did this weekend, though?
Woo, already paying off, baby. Already paying off.
Dude, I mean, just like Sonic the Hedgehog going in reverse.
I didn't see it.
Oh, let me send it to him. I gotta send this to Leroy. Oh, was it good? Was it good, Leroy? Let me tell you. Like the guy has been doing it the whole summer, and now he's just got it down. I'm very happy about this. Very happy about Tua doing his jiu-jitsu rolls. Very impressive.
You know what? I think next offseason I want him to take breakdancing classes.
Really?
Just to add a little, like he's already doing better as far as fighting off how to fall. Now I want a little flair on it.
Telling you. It's it was very looking at it.
Impressive.
Impressed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He puts the head right over there, just like
It's pretty amazing what you guys are entertained by.
Oh, dude! I mean,
get the fact that he got hit.
Yeah, but look at the way he took.
Look at how he took the hit, though, dude. Although I will say on that high snap, I got very scared.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, Conor Williams, you had the balls to hold out during minicamp. You can't even snap the ball to him.
Get out of here.
Is that your way of holding in? You're just going to do terrible snaps? Because I would say bad strategy.
That's okay. I was listening.
That's a good way to lose your damn job.
That's Eichenberg's job anyway.
Oh, Eichenberg's job needs to be like security guard at the at the parking lot. See if you can handle blocking somebody out of the employee parking lot before you have him back out there. But yeah, what a great role, right?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm not going to disagree.
He's agile.
Pretty good. Let's get to some weather here, Leroy, from the Demesman and Dover Law
All right.
Firm. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954.
Before I get over to the Windowplex to give you today's weather, there's a hurricane or a tropical storm in the Gulf.
I know.
It's not going to hit us. It's going to hit where it always hits, in the Panhandle.
Is
Around
Sarasota
Tampa.
on that side or Sarasota
Yeah.
on that side? It's on that side?
Yeah. It goes Sarasota, then Tampa, then on way up. So that's the area it's going to hit, but we will get some rain. So just be prepared. It's going to rain in the next couple of days because of that storm way over there. Right? But you shouldn't need that. It's that time of year. So we ready. We ready for this.
We ready.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Now,
wow.
looking outside right now, we got calm winds, and the winds are out of the west, which might be an indication of that storm because normally the winds are out of the east.
Oh, wow.
And it's looking partly cloudy, but some big clouds. So I would look for a shower or two in the evening. The winds are very light, not even 10 miles an hour. And I would say it's about 90 degrees.
How you do, Marcos?
89 degrees, so he's pretty close in that sense. Although it feels like 91, so I'm gonna give him credit for that. They are wrong about the winds. I'm gonna trust Leroy. They say it's coming out of the southeast at 11 miles per hour. I don't
Dude, I'm looking at these clouds. My house is facing east.
Yeah.
And my clouds are going left to right. What is that? That's west.
I trust you.
I'm looking at the damn clouds.
So
Plane's going left. High, fast.
No way, dude.
Huh?
You can't just say left.
Well,
No, but he's looking east to west. So if they're going left, that means that those winds are coming out of the east. But could it be different winds?
crosswinds.
Ooh.
No, I'm just saying. Like
Trade
I'm
winds.
telling you, my cloud's going left to right.
Break wind.
No, it's not one of them.
So
When is
yeah,
this-
but get ready. We're not supposed to get the winds, but we are supposed to get the rain. So just Tuesday and Wednesday, just take a little extra precaution. I know y'all not gonna do it in South Florida because y'all drive slow anyway. So rain just adds another 30 minutes to my damn trip. But that's okay. We'll make it.
Get us some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Dolphins finished the preseason with a 31-18 loss to the Jags. Injury updates out of that. Elijah Campbell, probably the most significant one. We talked about Daewood Davis. He was released from the hospital. He's back at the team facility yesterday. But guys who will be on the roster, he apparently suffered what Mike McDaniel is calling a substantial injury, did not tear his ACL, and maybe could make a return this season. So some knee ligaments damage, it sounds like.
Here's the deal. They're going to come out and say it's a strain or a sprain or whatever they want to call it. Every sprain or strain or whatever is a slight tear. They're going to determine now if they're going to do the Ryan Tannehill to him, right? Means that he has a partial tear, but they don't think he needs surgery. He can heal, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he goes out injured again, now you got a full tear, and that's what happened to Ryan Tannehill. So, it's a little sketchy around ligaments and stuff like that because there's a fine line between it's strained or and slight tear, or they call it different grades. And yeah, so we'll see. They haven't determined yet, but sometimes you go get a second opinion, and you say for long-term prosperity, you go ahead on and get this fixed now. Otherwise, you may have this problem lingering for years.
The other big news yesterday with the Dolphins, Zach Sieler gets his contract extension, got the bag, and Sealered it on up. I'm so excited for that for the next 3 years.
Can I just? I know, Marcos. Like it's ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Because you clap like a 2-year-old. Like you almost missed your hand.
I'm not used to clapping. Like I'm usually like if I could seal it on up, I usually do it over here. Sealer it on up. A little more oomph with the right hand. That's what I'm used to.
Oh, you can't go left?
It's a little bit weird for me to clap. Usually I go, it's got a little more.
Okay.
Anyway,
This is good.
he got the bag.
Now all you need is a mariachi band.
He put on it. Do you have his IG? Did I send that to you, J-Fig? Can you put Zach Sieler on his Instagram? He said, God always has a plan. Trust the process. It may not be what you thought or expected, but it's what he planned for you. Hannah and I are blessed to keep calling Miami our home for the next few years. Can't wait to get this season rolling. #fins up.
So he's married, right?
Yes.
Man, I got to tell you. She must be an outdoorsman too.
I think she forced him to leave the RV, though.
I was getting ready. That's what. You're like, listen, can you hear that conversation? We ain't living in the world.
Dude, I was telling Omar this, though, because he didn't, who does this with the RV? Tyson Fury.
Yeah, you were talking about
Yes.
that.
Tyson Fury.
And his RV's worth like $1.5 million.
Well, here's the thing is he's a gypsy, right? And the gypsies, like, I guess they just need that gypsiness every once in a while. So he goes to the RV park, which is like, I guess, literally around the corner from his mansion. And he lives in the RV with a bunch of kids because
he got a bunch of kids. I've seen that show.
Yeah, dude.
He's got what, like eight 8 kids?
I think at least 6. At least 6.
Wait, holy smokes!
Those babies are giant. Like,
And then here's the funny part: the pictures that they take and where they're taking them, his house looks huge.
Oh yeah.
And then he goes and spends some time in the RV. You ain't fooling nobody.
He needs
Man,
that
you
RV.
ain't fooling nobody.
He the dad lives in like an old school gypsy wagon, John Fury. You know? And his dad's like,
Tommy ain't about that life.
no, dude. It's like, it's so funny though, because like you got to get out there, you got the exercise, we got the mental anxiety. I passed it down to me son Tyson. You need the exercise.
Yeah, he says if he didn't exercise, he'd go crazy.
Yeah.
And then look, guess what? Every time he's had a substantial amount of time off and he got big, guess what?
Telling you, man. So I don't know if maybe Zach Sieler's got some Gypsy King in him. I don't know. Maybe that's why he needs the RV.
Well, with his wife Hannah, she ain't having it.
No.
She ain't having it, especially now.
They're gonna get a nice ass RV now, though. Dude. Dude,
listen, I've tried the RV thing. Everything's too close.
I mean, me too. I'm not.
Now some of them are really nice. You push a button, it opens up, almost like a double wide, right? You got a satellite, you got a bathroom, a shower, you got like 2 rooms in it. Yeah, they're really nice. But
yeah, man, it was something. But he gets his deal. Now here was Mike McDaniel. He was asked about, does this have any effect or ramifications for Christian Wilkins?
He can't say yes. He cannot say yes.
Here's what he said.
Well, there's a fortunately there's a good amount of players on this team that we want to keep around. So they're really independent of each other. What it boils down to is you have an organization and a player in this representation being able to come to an agreement. And so in one, in with regard to Zach, we were able to come to an agreement, and that's independent of Christian, and it speaks nothing as to anything but that. It's just we were able to come to an agreement, both parties, and that's really the length of it.
All right, so saying nothing.
Yeah,
saying a lot of words,
but nothing. I think he. You can't say yes. Because Christian Wilkins will leave. Right?
I wouldn't be happy about it.
If Felix would get hurt, he'd leave, and I wouldn't blame him.
It was Christian Wilkins would be like, hey, why don't you put me in that Jonathan Taylor trade? How about that? Get me out of here. Wilkins did comment on Instagram on his boy Zach Sieler's deal, and he just put, my MF dog. I can't say what the MF stands for. You're going to have to use your imaginations, kids.
Well, the way this Twitch and these way this Twitchers operate, they know.
They know, dude.
Smeaton especially knows.
Yep.
So here's the deal, and it sucks because people think maybe Christian Wilkins would be upset, and I think players treat it the same way.
Oh, I think they're very close to it too. Yeah.
Yes. I think he's very happy, but here's the thing that Christian Wilkins has that Sieler didn't, right? Is that he's got $32 million coming if he doesn't have a contract. Sieler didn't have that. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're not going to all of a sudden franchise Sieler and give him $22 million. So that's almost why you kind of understand how one got done before the other. But I would make sure that, if anything, the conversations restart so that you can at least save face and say, look, man, we want to sign you. Here's what the deal is. You're going to get $16 million a year if we do nothing. And Christian Wilkins like, yeah, that's the starting point. Right? And so, look, if you're talking about $16 million a year, you're already going to be guaranteed. What's another $4 million a year? It's really not that big of a deal.
I'm seeing on Instagram that Mrs. Sieler said they went to go celebrate at the Magic Cow in Davie for some ice cream and milkshake. Yeah.
Whoa.
Ice cream and milkshakes.
Really?
Now.
Oh,
So let me know about this magic
Hey.
cow. If
Yeah,
you, dude.
I'm gonna have to.
hey, I'm gonna tell you what.
Hmm?
I'll bring home a little pile of money, put it on the bed. Big Spoon, come see Daddy.
Take a quick break. Messi may have had his best work yet this past weekend. I mean, it was, I don't know. I don't understand what we're watching. It's incredible. That's next.
Listen to
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Monday. Hey, we got your chance to win a photo op and an autograph from Panther star Matthew Tkachuk on Sunday, September 10th at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania. To enter the contest, text the word Panthers to 20357. Text Panthers to 20357, and your name is in the ring. If you don't win and you still want to go to the event, there's more info at HollywoodCollectibles.com. This is a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Matthew Tkachuk, one of the coolest athletes in town right now.
Yep.
Want a little interaction with Tkachuk.
He's the Christian Wilkins of hockey.
What'd you say?
He's the Christian Wilkins of hockey. Really good and a menace.
A menace. Yeah, nobody likes playing him.
Nobody likes playing him.
Nobody likes
Christian
playing
Wilkins. Is that not?
A little bit, yes. Although Tkachuk has his deal. He's got a big fat deal.
Yep.
He's set. He's set, and he no longer lives in Calgary. He's now a star in South Florida, which is good living for hockey.
Good living.
I think everybody probably looked at Tkachuk and goes, huh, living in South Florida and hockey. Okay, this works. This works.
That's why we can't get rid of Bob.
Why do you got to put it like that? I mean, the guy was good last year.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. If he didn't have a no trade clause, would he still be here?
He doesn't like. I don't even think he. I think
he answer my question.
Would he be? No, they probably would have tried to dump him.
All right, that's just an honest assessment. It's not whether you want him or not.
But after last year, I think you're like, all right.
Okay, but he wouldn't have. Listen, the way sports works,
left the Bob deal.
The way sports works is he wouldn't have got that opportunity.
2 years left on the Bob deal. I miss him. I love that guy. Can I talk to him now? Can I start the year talking to him?
I mean, yeah, they made it to the finals.
All right. Exciting. See him in training camp.
You think he's not? Man, training camp starting what?
Soon.
Yeah.
Well, I think Heat Media Day is the 2nd
of October.
2nd. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I don't know where they're doing camp. I don't know if they're doing.
Listen, I'm asking a lot of questions this year because we gonna get you. We getting you this year.
You're not gonna get. I'm too charming.
You're not gonna get me with your golf talk and all that.
You're not gonna get me this year. You're not gonna get me. It's not gonna happen.
When Kyle Lowry comes in there, we're gonna just play Rump Shaker. That's gonna be the music.
No, Kyle and I have a kinship now because I could just be like talking about his summer with the UFC, and then I'll distract him.
Summer,
Lowry. He does it every summer now. He goes to Vegas and he trains at the UFC facility, and now he's hitting mitts.
I saw that.
I'll kiss his ass on that. Oh, look at you! You got something going there. You're gonna take on Jake Paul. Because I don't want to brag, you know. But how about this? So Messi, this may have been his finest move this weekend. He comes in off the bench. They beat stupid New York. It was his first actual MLS game. This is regular season MLS. We know they need a run ski, Leroy, but he's been playing a lot of soccer. So Tata does the right thing. You know what he did? He bottled up his Messi for a little bit, right? And then he puts through like this insane wizard pass. I don't understand it. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
All these New York Red Bulls are like, what?
Yeah.
Here's what's amazing.
I feel really.
What's amazing to me is you have a star like that comes to a team and they look like they've been playing together all year because that give and go.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, a give and go with all those people in the box.
They're bewildered. Do you have the call this weekend, Marcos? This was on WQAM as Messi scores his first official MLS goal.
Robinson drops it back. Boozy spins. Alba into the middle. Messi settles in the box on his right foot. Back post. Kromaski into the middle. Lionel Messi! He moves the world where he wants it to be. And an empty net awaits the Argentine. 2-0 Miami.
Pretty much.
I mean, listen. And kudos to New York. They did everything they could to get him off that left foot.
Yeah,
and they did. Oh. But he did a right foot pass and then took off to the net. They he moves without the ball, right?
You got to be quicker than that. That's how I felt. It really was like everyone's used to fast pitches, 100-mile-per-hour pitches, but sometimes you throw in a very slow pitch, and it's almost like it's a change of pace. That pass that he did, it almost seemed like everyone's like, is the ball floating right now? Where
he feels like he's floating.
But
I think the thing that's crazy about it is like, people want to talk about the competition and all that stuff in the league, but like
I'm over that.
His excellence, like it's either he does something jaw-dropping that really, like, would the competition matter? I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't really care.
2 passes he had in the last match.
I don't. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Matter.
That was and that give and go near the net. Show me somebody else doing that. That close.
It's insane.
That has the patience. That has the patience with the ball, right? And has another guy on the same page. Because that was pretty amazing.
And listen, you know who shook coming up next? Another crack at Nashville again.
Oh, is it at home? Is it at home?
Yeah. You better have learned your lesson, Giannis. Better have learned your lesson, Giannis. You yakety yak a little too much there on Twitter.
Let me tell you something, you jackass.
I mean, he's not welcome here.
Wait, no. You be quiet. Here's what's gonna happen, Marcos. Giannis is gonna come to the game. Giannis is gonna be there, and this jackass is gonna go, Leroy. Guess who's in town?
You know who you should go to the game with? You should go to the game with Jimmy.
Oh. Look, see what I'm saying? Wait, you just told him he wasn't welcome.
Well, if Jimmy brings him, I mean,
wait. So if Jimmy brings it, then you go. It's gonna be even worse
with
for
Jimmy.
you.
If you check in with Jimmy,
because you go. Listen, you know what he gonna do? He gonna be reading the tea leaves. Leroy, like, forget Dame. We want Giannis. You heard what he said.
Nah, I want Dame more than Giannis. I do.
Yeah, you need somebody. You like Giannis is a scorer, but not different, right?
He's excellent, but
he does what Jimmy does. Jimmy plays like that. So
kind of I would love it if Dame comes here, gets his first ring with the Heat. He fits in perfectly with Jimmy and Bam. I just love that trio.
Well, if you're thinking, why not go Jimmy and Joel? I mean,
see, now you put it.
You put it. You no. You put it out there.
You
got us all going.
That's because
all excited. But
I think Tyler's up to something.
Okay. So no, don't sit here.
Like if I saw
like you don't do the same
Marcos,
thing. Okay, I'm gonna do it too.
Like if I saw Marcos, like hanging out with the Levitard show, I'd be like, he's up to something.
Yeah,
he's up to something.
That will be sketch.
He's up to something. I don't know what he's up to, but he's up to something.
Just over here hanging out.
Just hanging out. No. He's up to something. So now I see Tyler. He's hanging out with Joel Embiid. I'm like, he's up to something. People can say, oh, he's just getting swept. But why does Tyler have to put highlights of Joel Embiid up on his Instagram?
Did he?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And pics of them hobnobbing.
What the hell's going on?
Hobnobbing on his Instagram.
What?
Why would he do that?
Why would he do that?
Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying?
Why would they do that?
Like if, Messi wanted to go recruit some more people, of course, he's going to go put Neymar on his Instagram. I mean, although I did see some of this footage from this Saudi league, I got to tell you, woof.
Oh, really?
Listen, I'm no soccer aficionado. They ain't trying. You can't say Messi's not trying. How they're like, oh, people are letting Messi score. I legitimately think they're letting Neymar score there.
Oh.
It looks like he's taking a jog through the park.
Yeah, that's one thing.
And I know Messi plays at his own pace, but when that pace kicks up, Neymar, he looks like he's lollygagging.
Well,
now I've based this off 15 seconds.
Can you send a message to the Saudis? If they need a 55-year-old to come over and lollygag, I'm your guy.
If they start a football league, Leroy, they
have price. I'll take $50 million.
Yeah. So look, I'm just saying, dude. It's like one of those things where it's like, why would he put it up there? Why would he put that up on his Instagram?
You reading into it too much, man.
Maybe.
You already said why he put it up there.
Maybe.
They go to the trainer of the NBA. They go out there, they get their work done. They happen to be out there together. They got some work in, and that's it. He put the pictures up. Look who I'm working out with.
I don't know. But what I do know is, Giannis, you need Jimmy's permission to come to the game. That's it. If you want to come to watch Messi kick your team's ass again. All right, dude. Them's the rules. By the way, did Jimmy did he embarrass any kids at one-on-one this weekend? I saw his camp was going on. Have we seen any footage of him blocking a kid?
I haven't seen it.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you right now, I know how Jimmy feels. I'm not giving. I spent my whole life fighting, scratching, clawing. I ain't giving up no dubs to nobody.
Yeah, that kid's got to learn a lesson. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it says Jimmy Butler quoted as calling one of his campers a little whiny baby.
Would it be great if he dunked on a kid and then handed him some big face coffee? The kid's like, "What's this for?" He goes, "Your future career."
A barista, dude?
Tell the kid, get used to being a barista.
Oh, gosh. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Why are you?
What about your dreams, Jimmy? Your dreams should be making the best latte you can.
He did also, by the way, maybe he wasn't hosing down kids, but he did hose down Dwayne Wade. Did you see the quote?
I did see that. I did.
What did he say?
He said that D Wade was his hardest, the hardest guy he's ever had to defend in practice. But now he's old and washed.
But you know what? That's Jimmy. And the funny thing is, when Jimmy gets you, D Wade probably laughed too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because he love him some D Wade.
Man, all right.
Even if he's doing all them little bad commercials.
Time to give out Leroy's game balls and game bums. That's next.
When you
Bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. Oh, baby. It is that time, ladies and gentlemen, on a Monday to gather around the locker room, and Leroy has the pigskins, and he hands out his game balls and game bums. What do you got, Leroy? He's muted. Did he mute himself?
No. You got me?
Yeah, we're good.
There's a number of ways I go with game ball, but if you play a tournament and you get a check for $18 million, you're going to get my game ball.
Oh, baby.
Victor Hovland of Norway went to Oklahoma State.
Hmm?
He won.
I didn't go to Barry. Usually we get the Norwegians.
He went to, Oklahoma State is like the Georgia of golf.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of random, isn't it?
No.
Why is Oklahoma so good at golf?
Oklahoma State.
Why?
They just have a good golf team. I don't know.
I would feel like it would be a Florida school, though, Florida or Cali.
Miami doesn't even have a golf team.
I know they don't,
which is a joke.
I know they don't, but I would have figured, I don't know, Florida didn't Koepka go to Florida State?
Koepka went to Florida State. But when you think of Oklahoma State, you think of Ricky Fowler, Victor Hovland. I want to say, you know who else is a big golf school? Georgia.
So Georgia's the Georgia of golf as well?
They got a lot of guys on they don't never, I don't never see them win the national championship, but they do have a lot of guys on the tour. So he won the tour championship, signed got a big fat check, $18 million.
Good.
So one tournament, $18 million. Yeah, you're gonna get my game ball because that's unheard of. My game bum. I knew this was coming. Based on the text that we received during the weekend. You, dude, stop getting our hopes up.
What do you mean?
Bum.
Okay? Tyler's doing this with this guy. This guy's doing that with this guy. You get the game bum for getting people's, because you're messing with my emotions, Smokey. That's why.
Because I think Tyler Herro's plotting a switch-a-roo, and he's going to try and foist Bam out of Miami.
You know what Pat Riley think about the bigs, right?
That's what I'm saying, though.
Like, don't be putting that into the. Don't be
JP,
just working out together. Why can't you just take it for what it is?
Throw up these IG pics of Tyler with Joel Embiid. I'm telling you, there's something here. You know,
who's the other guy?
I don't know.
Why he can't be with the other guy?
Nah, he was chumming it up with Joel.
Dude, Tyler Herro's not short.
I know.
Look at how big Joel Embiid is.
I know. He's a big guy.
Oh man.
Very interesting.
Is it? It's not. I tell you what.
You have to put those pictures up there.
I tell you what. Tyler Herro looks skinny as hell too. I don't know if that's because he's standing next to Joel Embiid. He does look tiny. Look how skinny. But that's all right.
I don't think he looks that skinny.
Do you?
Anybody's going to look skinny next to Joel.
That's why I just said that. So you'll get my because you know what? False dreams, false hopes. You put all these stories out there. You know what? You like ball sacks.
I'm not, dude. I'm not. You
are. You put stuff out there that's not true.
I just happen to observe something.
You do the same thing.
You don't think it's positive? You don't think that
no?
Okay.
Why, there's NBA players working out together all over the league. Yet every time somebody work out with one of our guys, it's a whole conspiracy. I'm tired of it. Game bum.
It's ridiculous.
And then I can't say nothing about it till the show, but you go on all weekend. I got to wait and absorb all these texts until Monday.
I don't think what you're doing is fair. Like
I'm fair.
When your boots on the gram, you got to report what you see. And what I saw was Tyler Herro being very chummy.
He was working out with the guy.
Yeah, but you're working out. First of all, let's just say Tyler Herro wasn't in trade rumors. You're working out with a rival. Okay, that's one. Second, you're working out with a rival who's got a lot of dysfunction going on with his team. Like, let's just say there were no Damian Lillard rumors. Yeah, I would look at that and be like, Tyler Herro getting chummy with Joel Embiid while there's unrest with the Sixers. If there were no Damian Lillard rumors,
wait. Time out.
I would be running with this for all show.
Time out. Marcos, as an independent arbiter.
All right.
Show these pictures, J-Fig.
Mm-hmm.
J-Fig.
How chummy do they look?
Very
they ain't chumming it up. He talking to the coach.
No,
he's talking that
to
chummy. They just there together.
No,
that looks chummy.
They're working out hard.
Oh, right. Working out.
I don't know, dude.
You overdo it. You overdo it all the time.
You don't think there's a chance that Tyler Herro and Joel got a little Chick-fil-A together? We're sharing a peach milkshake, and we're all of a sudden just like, Jimmy misses you. Jimmy misses you. They FaceTime Jimbo, and Joel's like, hey, I'm here with your guy Tyler.
And Jimmy will say, I'm here with Bam.
I know. He goes,
come on, man.
Well,
wait, you don't think you like stop messing with my emotions. That's all I'm saying.
I think if Jimmy really wanted to push for, like, the only way they're trading Bam is Jimmy has to go to the front office and really push for it. And if Tyler Herro was sneaking around with Joel, kind of like who was that guy in Game of Thrones who was sneaking around? Littlefinger? He's like Littlefinger, he's like he's trying to
always plotting.
He's always plotting. How do you keep yourself in Miami? You trade Joel Embiid for Bam Adebayo.
Wow.
How do you do it? That's how he's got to do it. He's got to make his own moves. Because if you don't make moves, you get moved.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Stop.
So I'm not going to accept your game, Bum. I give it back to you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wow. No, wait. There's no chance. You don't get a ball for game bum. You only get a ball for...
I just don't think what you're doing is fair to me. I'm sitting here. I'm just observing.
You don't think you overdo it?
What's overdoing, dude? What's overdoing? He's working out with Joel Embiid. He's in the midst of trade rumors, and all of a sudden he thinks to himself,
what about wait? Because let me give you an example of how you overdo it.
Okay.
Because when Bam went to dinner with Spider, you got all excited about that too.
Jimmy went to dinner
with Jimmy. When Jimmy went to dinner with Spider, you got all excited about that too.
I did.
And they were just friends going to get food.
No, you're wrong.
Then why isn't he here?
Because Danny Ainge is a bastard. Didn't want to deal with Riley.
So it would have been different if you would have said, look at the two guys eating together. I would love to have Spider, but it ain't going to never happen because Danny Ainge is.
No, I thought it would happen, but, it's the problem.
Again, I thought it would happen.
Danny Ainge is Peter Pan. And
because they ate dinner together, you jumped to the conclusion that they wanted to play basketball together.
Dude, there was definitely, desire from Heat players to have Donovan Mitchell here. Really? There was. They can only control what they can control. Like Bam Adebayo's liking tweets about, him spending all summer wasting his time recruiting Donovan Mitchell. He's liking those tweets. And
so if I went to South Beach and ate a meal with Dan Le Batard, you get nervous.
I would not be nervous.
We've been friends longer than you've been doing this show.
Yeah, that's why, that I don't know. I would definitely, but I would be like,
why? You got no faith. Wait a minute. It's me. Is there anybody more loyal to the cause than me?
No, but
why would you be nervous?
Levy can be very charming, I don't want.
No, it don't matter. We're friends.
Trying to woo you,
Leroy. You just offered to pay for the Saudis. How do I trust you now,
dude? You listen. You
by the way,
your little web feet together and go play for $50 million.
The soccer Twitchers are saying Neymar hasn't even played for the Saudis, so whatever I'm saying is fake.
He hasn't played yet.
I guess not. I don't know. I don't even know what they're saying is true.
Right. -1 his ass.
-1.
See what I'm saying about false information?
Well, I only saw a 15-second clip. It could have been from anything.
Lying.
Yes. No, come on.
What I did say that was important, though, is that Messi did the most amazing thing I've ever seen on a pitch. And I'm 11 games into my soccer fandom, and it was amazing. It was the number one thing I've seen.
It was.
And that was before the number one thing I saw, which was that amazing assist that he had in the last game, which was before the most amazing thing, which was, of course, his first game when he won on the free quick.
Oh, that was good.
So the guy's dazzling. He's box office.
All I'm gonna say is you've messed with my emotions far too much. You get a game bum. Because every time, and look, these guys all have places down here. Somebody put out a picture there in Miami. Where you get all the come on, they just live down here.
You said this last week, and you said probably correctly, if there was one thing that could get Riley off the Damian Lillard scent, it would be a generational MVP big man.
Yes.
So if Tyler Herro says, Mr. Riley, I got some news for you.
Wait, he can't be Todd the intern. He's a contributor.
You
just gave him $100 million.
He goes to Pat and he goes, hey, Pat, Joel is willing to make a stink. And then all of a sudden, Riley has the wheels in motion to make the Joel move happen. And Tyler Herro gets to stay and Bam has to go. And then Bam's like, damn, Tyler, it's like that. He goes, it is like that, huh? You don't like it after all the rumors with your boy Donovan and your friend Damian Lillard. I thought I was your friend, Bam. I thought I was your friend.
Okay. Well, clearly, if Riley will make that move, ain't neither one of them they friend. Business is business. So, but no, I'm just tired of you messing with my emotions. I don't think there's nothing wrong with those two guys working out, because I'm more than sure in some other NBA city where there's a Tobin that he's probably doing the same thing. What do you think they're doing in Philly?
You know who Bam was working out with this weekend? His teammate, Orlando Robinson. All right. Not Joel Embiid.
Okay, but what about when he's traveling all over the world
with
Dame or with
You never see Bam and Tyler work out in the offseason together. What's up with that?
Saw them go against each other.
Tyler's a shooter.
So pass it out to him.
Rebound.
You know?
That ain't working out. That's shagging balls, Marcos. Pass it back to
also,
me.
does Bam really need practice?
Bam said this ain't working out. Chris Quick can do this.
It's a workout for me.
We got a look. I think this is the most egregious game ball ever given out. I gotta be honest with you.
Wow.
Game bum.
It's
not egregious. I'm tired of it. We are tired. Oh, look, Twitch.
Why do I get
Twitter,
the game
we are tired of it.
I don't think they are. Every time there's something, I get mentions. Tobin.
Because they want you to do you, and they want you to just get at me.
Well,
that's what it is.
They've created a monster. Sorry if Frankenstein.
You have. Boots on the damn gram. That ain't boots on the gram. That's just a damn picture.
That's boots
ain't
on the gram.
Ain't nobody saying nothing. He ain't hitting the thing. Ooh, working out with my guy. You know, that would really sentiment. Working out with my guy, Joel Embiid. And then he say, bam, I got guys too. Right?
Right?
Now, then we talking. But they're just working out. It ain't really working out together. They just standing there.
I don't know, though, dude.
There could be 30 people in that gym. You only see those two.
You never know. You never know what the first thing is.
You never know. But we don't need you trying
to know. Spo right now. You see what Spo. I think Spo might get banned from Team USA. I think he might get banned.
Why?
Why would he get banned?
Too influential. I mean, you hear what Anthony Edwards is saying about him? Anthony Edwards is out here and he goes, oh, I know what they're saying about that Heat culture. You know?
He's a good coach.
I wouldn't want him around my stars.
Maybe too good.
He's maybe too good.
Oh.
I don't think they're going to go back.
Dude, you're like the crackhead that gets thrown in jail for 6 months. And soon as you leave the gates of jail, you go smoke some more crack.
You have the clip.
I just gave you a game ball, told you what bothers me, and you go right back into it.
Do you have Anthony Edwards on?
There's a little bit more evidence with this one, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He's been dope, man, bringing a lot of energy to the Heat culture.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see. His first day with a scout, I was like, okay, I see what they mean when they say Heat culture. Like, he came in with a lot of energy, getting right to the point, super precise with the details. So it's dope.
Wait, dude, you just got out. You just got out.
3
You're
years.
a repeat offender. I'm gonna have to give you more time.
I would not have Eric Spoelstra on Team USA. If I was any other franchise, I'd be like, I don't want him around. How could you want like he's gonna? I could get the best out of you, Ant.
Stop. Will you stop? We just see why he got now. Does anybody question why he got a game bum?
No, it makes sense.
You don't think that the Minnesota
it's like
Timberwolves?
The police just stopped you for a speeding ticket and you sped off.
You want to just be a little nervous, like if you saw, if Eric Spoelstra is perusing around your whale, I'm not feeling comfortable.
Let's be clear about one thing. All right. Unlike any other sport, most of the guys in basketball are friends.
Mm-hmm.
They work out together. Mm-hmm. They play on their various teams during World Cup and Olympics. So everybody knows everybody. So them working together in the offseason is no big damn deal.
Yeah, but what about Anthony Edwards?
You're the only person that makes it a big deal.
I don't think that's true, first of all. Second of all, Anthony Edwards.
Didn't they go to the same school?
Anthony Edwards and who?
No. Joel and Tyler.
No. Tyler went to Kentucky and Joel went to Kansas.
Kansas. All right.
Huge rivals.
Bam and
Tyler went to the same, which makes the drama even that more. I mean, Big Blue Nation is not happy about this. Trust me.
Stop. You're.
I mean, I'm not,
I can't believe. 5 seconds after you get the game bum, you throw it back at me and continue as you were. You're a repeat offender.
Anthony Edwards is Google Gaga over Spo, and you're sitting here and you're like, oh, that's nothing. It's nothing, Tobin. Okay, all right, nothing. It's nothing.
We understand the answers to our test.
Every time that the Heat's around Team USA. One time, Big Three. Next time, Bam and Dame. This time, Spo and Ant. And by the way, let's not also forget that Anthony Edwards had to clarify his level of trust for Steve Kerr. He knows who the head coach should be. He knows.
I ain't buying it, you bum.
Okay, you cannot buy it. It's straight from the horse's mouth.
What does that have to do with playing together? Just because he's tipping his cap to what a job the guy does and how good a coach he is? That mean he want to play with him? You think you jumping the gun there a little bit?
Stun Steve says, doesn't Tobin have a UK insider in his fam? I wonder if I go around the alumni circles if there's a rifty rift with Bam and Tyler. Seeing who can get a whale here first.
How dumb am I that I was like, he has a British insider? How does that help him?
Take a quick break. We got some it's a Canes game week, baby.
Yep.
Canes game week.
That's right.
And we got some drama from the other side. It's Miami v. Miami. And they're trying to stake some claim. That's next. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Taking you up until 2 here on the show. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Go follow the Tobin and Leroy show, available for you there, live and on demand. You can use the rewind feature. Check that on out there. You can also watch us, Miami 560 WQAM on YouTube and Twitch. And check us out there, everybody. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
It is a game week. Miami Hurricanes open up action this Friday. And it is the Battle of Miami. Miami Hurricanes against Miami of Ohio.
Is it though? Is it a battle?
Think about this. If you have to say where you're from, then you just second.
One would think, Leroy. One would think, except Brett Gabbert.
Who's that?
You may be asking yourself, who is Brett Gabbert?
Huh?
Quarterback of the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. And yes, he is the brother of former top bum Blaine Gabbert.
Huh.
So wait. So you actually going at him like the sins of his brother.
That's right.
Right? So regardless of what you get ready to say this man said, the only thing that drew you to him was the last name Gabbert.
I didn't realize that. I had seen the clip first, and I was like, who is this Joker? And then I had done some deep diving, and I had found out that he was related to Blaine Gabbert. So, no, I actually heard the comment first before finding out the dude's name.
Didn't help.
This was him leading into this, and he's feeling a little froggy.
Same question, but the real Miami is where? In Coral Gables or here in Oxford?
Oxford, Ohio.
Because you're around longer, you're just...
No, I just think we'll show them September 1st.
Wow.
Who's that reporter?
Oh,
I need that reporter's
He's
name,
a pot stirrer, is who he is.
Oh, he's a Tobin.
They're
everywhere.
What do we mean they?
Pot stirrers.
Dude,
I'm not a pot
show
stirrer.
of hands. Who gets excited when you roll up a boxer to cuss?
Oh,
well,
I gotta do like it.
Masvidal is coming on tomorrow.
Okay.
He's retired though.
Starting now.
He is retired. That's true.
So isn't he doing the bare knuckles MMA?
That's what he's calling it. That's what he's coming on to talk about.
Nice.
They just had a card, right?
Nah, no. I was at the media day, but the card's coming up soon. Either way, this kid, pipe down, huh?
He doesn't even look. I'm play it again. Listen to how at the end there's no sort of confidence. It just kind of peters out of like, we'll show him.
Same question, but the real Miami is where? In Coral Gables or here in Oxford?
Oxford, Ohio.
Because
you hear the chuckles?
Longer, you're just...
No, I just think we'll show them September 1st.
Whatever you say, parentheses, boy.
Hey, did you hear the giggles?
I did.
Then why are you taking this serious?
I don't like it. I don't like him. I don't like that guy. Remember when there was that annoying remember when the who was it? Was it Arkansas State got a little froggy with the Canes? And then they called the Canes cowards because they canceled a game because of a hurricane. Like they couldn't go to wherever the hell Arkansas
was it a
State
hurricane
is.
or COVID?
No. It was before that, dude. It was it was before COVID. And they were calling the Canes cowards. And mind you, this was the team that had the guy who did the trust fall while they were punting.
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I mean, Miami of Ohio did have more wins than the Canes last year. So,
yeah.
I mean, one more win, but not, still. I need a bounce back this year, dude. I can't.
The fact that you even saying that, you wonder why people are froggy, right? I mean, you think FIU won 2 games last year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. And they don't care.
Well, that's like the lowest of the low. Like, even if they lost to Miami of Ohio, I'd be like, dude, there's nothing lower.
What about Middle Tennessee State?
FIU's worse because it's your neighbor.
Yep.
Oh, so you
know?
got to hear it from
They,
Solana.
they wore shirts that said University of Coral Gables after that. Checkmate.
What do you explain that? That's what you get.
It is what you get. I understand.
You've been throwing up to you down here for so many years and you got clipped. That's not what do you want them to do?
I got clipped. I just need just take, fatten up a little bit. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, let's get this game. We go in and then Leroy's nephew is going to come into town. Hopefully we beat that team. I don't know, though. Jimbo.
I don't know.
Miami, Ohio, or Miami University is in Oxford. It's not even like, what about it is Miami? Why would anyone?
There's a Miami of Ohio, dude.
But it's in Oxford. What is that?
There's a Miami of Ohio.
But
I'm saying a place.
Like University of South Florida, who lies to us.
Wait, there's a Paris. Wait. There's a Paris, Ohio, too.
Okay, so Ohio's fraudulent.
Apparently, Ohio's not very good at naming schools.
They're just like, what else exists?
Now, apparently, there's some now. Like, the thing that did make me nervous this week, I don't like when Kane's rumors are circulating. Because there was some fodder that Tyler Van Dyke hurt his finger at practice and then was like 50-50 to play. And I'm like, come on, you got to be effing kidding me that the quarterback's going to be banged up. Now, it seems like these have been oversold a little bit. Mario Cristobal was on Joe Rose this morning. This is what he had to say about his QBs.
Tyler's had a great spring. He's had a great summer and a great fall camp. He's ready to roll. Both Takari and Emery have had really, really good fall camps. Them learning the system in the springtime carried over well to the summer, and they both have proven that they can win football games. We feel that they can win football games in this system, and Coach Dawson has done a great job with them. So overall, feel like they have a great grasp and command of the offense, and they're ready to roll.
Okay.
Why are you smiling?
Let me translate. Tyler has had a great camp, great offseason, or whatever. But just in case he can't play, we have two guys who also picked up the offense really well. You missed that part. Okay? Like if this is just me. If we reading tea leaves, if I were to read these tea leaves, I would say, if you asking about whether Tyler's ready for the season, you don't even mention those other two guys. You could just keep it up, to talk about what Tyler's been doing. But the fact that he mentioned the other guys means that they could be getting substantial time this weekend. Now, say I'm wrong, because it certainly sounded like it.
The only thing I could say is he could be doing that coach thing where it's like, let me just.
He could be doing that coach thing, and he didn't really respond to the question of, or was he asked whether Tyler was hurt?
I don't know if Joe can directly.
That's just a quarterback comment.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
It was a question on the quarterback room more than.
Oh, then that.
But if you say ready to,
we were talking about Tyler's injury, and you brought it up. We thought he was talking about the injury.
Well, if he said he's ready to roll, you can't say you're ready to roll and not play him.
Sure, you can.
That's not true.
Sure, you can.
You're not ready to roll.
Wait. Hold on.
It's you're ready to roll, dude.
Hold on.
And roll while injured.
And coaches don't lie, right?
Well, that is true. Number one liars in all of sports.
And Tom Brady was on the injury list for 10 years.
That being said, I mean that is taking liberties with ready to roll.
No,
please reserve that for healthy players.
Don't all coaches say that?
For healthy players?
What? For healthy?
No, for all players.
If you're ready to roll, that means you're ready to roll.
Let me tell you something. The last thing you want is for the season to start, and you got out there in the air, in the atmosphere, that something could be wrong with your quarterback. So you just nip it in the bud. And then if he doesn't play, you can say, you know what?
Setback?
We give him we just figured it'd be best if we give him an extra week. He got a little banged up. We got the guys in the room, which you already set up earlier in the week. We got the guys to go get this dub. Now I say to Miami of Ohio, what do they think of you? That They're comfortable playing 3 guys to beat you.
Doesn't say much. I mean,
Right.
like, look.
Exactly. So
But I'm going to tell you something right. Let me just say something to the Kings right now.
Uh-oh.
Don't lose.
Don't lose.
Hey,
Don't
you've been saying
start-
that a lot. You've been saying that a lot.
I don't
You've been
care.
Eating,
I don't
been
care,
eating,
dude. They
and you've
cannot-
been eating L's.
Do not. Let me tell you something. Let me just so I'm clear about this. You don't start the season with a loss to Maction, okay?
and it wasn't on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hey, me and
Don't
Robbie
lose.
used to get excited about Maction when it started on Tuesday.
Don't you start with a loss to Maction, dude. Don't you do it.
Can't do it.
Don't you do it.
Cannot.
Take a quick break. Those are our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks, and you did this already.
I just wanted to do it twice because I love Palmetto Ford so much, dude. Those are our guys. Back after this.
Bonus!
15 Game Day Uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experienced amazing.
All right. 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored here with you.
I was listening, man.
As if 4 hours wasn't enough this weekend.
Ooh, it was so good. All 4 hours.
Thank you.
Really good.
Then I did 2 hours on mixed martial arts and boxing. On Tapped Out.
Listen to that too. Also good.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah,
You're
man.
a liar. You
Yeah,
didn't listen to that.
I did listen to Game Day Uncensored.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't like some of the things Omar was saying. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Omar, Omar is a what do they say? He's a realist, or he's not an optimist. He's not going to sell you the Kool-Aid.
For sure. He was saying some things that really brought a reality check. He was saying that this roster as constructed, not a playoff team.
I think he said not a Super Bowl team. He didn't say not a playoff team.
Oh, okay.
He said not a Super Bowl team, to which I disagreed.
My heart.
But it's also like, then he's like, yeah, but if you want to be a Super Bowl team, go get Jonathan Taylor, which I'm like,
yeah.
All right, let's do that. But like, what about Christian Wilkins? So he's not, we'll see. It doesn't seem like the Christian Wilkins thing is going in a great direction right now. I'd say with Zach Sieler getting paid, the Jonathan Taylor pursuit not being over, although I guess tomorrow is the deadline for Jonathan Taylor and seeing where things go with that. It's going to be interesting. The only team I think that's out of it right now, because there were initially like 6 teams. I know Schefter reported this weekend that the Bears are out of it when it comes to going after Jonathan Taylor, which you would think they got a lot of money. They definitely use some more support for their young quarterback. So would they be in it? And Schefter's saying, nope, Bears aren't in it. So nothing with the Bears. Dolphins, I'm sure the Dolphins probably put in their final offer. If the deadline's tomorrow, they're probably like, here's what it is. Do you want to make the move or not? We'll see.
What do you think their offer consisted of? Do we know? Is that out there? And I'm just speaking.
I would imagine they would give up a second rounder. It has to do with the money, though.
Probably like 1 second rounder.
Because the trade isn't the problem.
Yeah.
The contract is the problem. So I think behind closed doors, they're working out a contract for, for him.
Well, it would be pretty silly to be even in the talks if you weren't willing to pay him, right?
True.
Like, you have to know.
But it's so basically you're negotiating with a free agent.
Kind of.
But what if you can't come to an agreement because he wants too much?
I would feel like but I think, like, do you even enter the trade talks if you don't have that down already? You know what I mean?
Here's what I've learned about Chris Greer. He will kick the tires on any trade, right? And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And that's kind of where he is with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think, okay, we can get a second and maybe another additional pick. Where are we with the contract? Here's how much he wants. This is what we're giving. We don't need it. Right? That's how that goes. And I appreciate the fact that he's kicking the tires on it.
I appreciate that he's kicking the tires on it too, but I do think that there's also, like, if the Dolphins are around, if they've been snooping around every running back or big name running back that's been out there, eventually you got to think, like, okay, they definitely want to upgrade there, even if they like the guys that they have.
But it's about here. Let's think of it this way. Is that guy better than the guys you have? Yes. At what cost? And that's where the issues come in. It's about the cost of upgrading. And if you're not willing to pay what it's going to cost, then you say, yeah, we tried. We put something out there. It wasn't good enough. We'll move on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to just be ready to live with it.
And the other parts of it is, like, if you get into a bidding war with a team, like if a team,
he's not, no way.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about from if there's more than one team going after him, then, like, what do you have to give up to make it happen?
Then you back out because you were just kicking the tires anyway.
I don't think that. Well, like, it depends what you mean by kicking the tire. Like, when does it go from kicking the tires to actually interested?
No, I mean, you're interested. I mean, kicking the tires in, you start getting to the specifics of what this trade would entail, how much it's going to cost. All right. That's what I mean about, I basically mean about, when you kick the tires, you see what it's going to cost, right? Or what am I going to have to give up? And so that's where that comes from. I don't mean kicking the tires like you just throw a flyer out there. No, I mean you're interested if it sounds right.
Waddle Baby Waddle thinks this is more serious than kicking the tires. A bit more serious. I would agree.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But I would say they also seem like if it doesn't work out, they're fine. Like they don't have to have Taylor. Or as we call him, me and OJ McDuffie, JT.
JT? I learned.
JT. We ain't calling him JT. JT.
John T?
John T? No, JT.
JT. All right, I'm in it. Let's go.
So, yeah. I may have pulled a Tobin.
What?
You know how there's times in life where you feel froggy. You feel real confident in your abilities.
Relatable.
Yep.
I may have backed myself into some bourbon chicken.
I mean, that's not the worst thing to back up into.
But here's the problem. I have a daughter who thinks the best version of bourbon chicken is what they offer on a stick in the mall.
Oh, that is really
good. They don't hand out General Child's chicken. They don't hand out sesame chicken. The only thing that's on that stick is bourbon chicken.
Oh, so good.
It's so good.
So wait, what's the bad thing here? Is there anything bad going on? So far, I'm in.
Yeah, but if I can't do it.
Oh, you mean cook bourbon chicken?
Yes.
Oh, good luck, dude.
Oh, man.
Good luck with that.
So I'm telling you.
I'm not even sure if
that's some of these ingredients. Whew, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm gonna have at it.
Just
now,
go to the
here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. They tell you use chicken breast, but we know damn well it tastes better with the thighs. Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm already going off script because I know it tastes better with the thighs.
Just perusing. See if I see any more Jonathan Taylor stuff. Nothing too new out there, though.
I just think that's where they are, man. And you know what? You know what's great about it? They have built their team well enough where you almost get a discount for people to come here. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think he's taking a discount to come here.
He ain't getting more than $10 million a year.
I don't think he's getting a discount to come here, though.
He's not getting more than $10 million a year, though.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, didn't somebody report it or he said, I'll take less?
No, he never said I'd take less. That's Fugazi.
Right. So that's the issue.
That's Fugazi and
you
him.
You see Josh
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, he reported.
Yeah, but they gave him a little bumpski.
I don't think
not a long-term one, though.
Hey, the only bump that Taylor get from Indy is cocaine.
Right from Ursay.
Oh, yeah.
We have to carry the whale. Okay. All right.
Like, think about that. You have an owner who's willing to spend $20 million to ship a whale cross country, but his cutoff is running backs.
So he draws the line. It's going to work out perfectly for us, though.
You know what I would think? Based on the way things are played out, if Dallas wasn't a player.
Maybe. It was, you see, Jerry the other day was like, he goes, oh, yeah, we almost drafted Jalen Hurts. I'm like, yeah, sure you did.
Jerry. They did get Trey Lance, though.
They did get Trey Lance.
That was.
You want to talk about a fleece job that old Chris Greer got on San Francisco.
I'm telling you, it seems like something happened, right, between Trey Lance and the organization or somebody with the organization or the coach or something. Because you don't cut bait like that, right? I think when they put him at third string on the depth chart, he had a little hissy fit, right? Because keep in mind, he lost his job to injury. And he had a little hissy fit. And they say, you know what?
Send him out.
We don't need this. Because they have proven they could pretty much win with any quarterback.
He looked great before that injury, though.
No.
I didn't think so. It wasn't like it was like wow.
It was his first year playing though.
He was one of those QBs though that like they
said when they drafted him.
They were like, because he didn't play, that much, and then he played at North Dakota.
Right.
Well,
then it was between him and everybody projected that they were going to pick Wilson, right?
No, a lot of people thought they were going to take Mac Jones, actually.
Mac Jones. That's it. I'm sorry. You're right. Mac Jones.
No, a lot of people thought they were going to take Mac Jones, and they were getting like ridiculed over it. And then I think a lot of people's theory is that they got embarrassed into taking the hot prospect because he's, physically more imposing. But then
here's the problem. They didn't need that. They don't need a physically imposing, scrambling, running quarterback. They never had that, and they've been successful without it.
I know.
So why would you go out and get it? What does it add to your offense when you use so many other players? You just basically need an excellent facilitator.
You want to know why? Because nobody is above the internet bullying you into feeling like an idiot.
I mean,
people want to talk about cancel culture all the time. That's the internet's fault. That's Twitter. Like Twitter will come at you. They will bully you. Look what it did to Ryan Clark in 24 hours. That was on, baby. You can't hold it off. You don't think that Kyle Shanahan was like 49ers balls 69?
No, you know why? Let me tell you why this doesn't work well with coaches and organizations, because they got egos, and they'll fight it and say, "You're telling me you can do your job better than me? I've been in this business for 25 years, right?" That's how that comes across.
Yeah, you say that, and I'm not saying that some people are above that. You say that, Leroy, and then we have, who was it? The dude on the Sixers, Colangelo, who had 9 burner accounts defending his deals. So, like, I get you, but people don't a lot of people don't have the thick skin. I don't care if they're in professional sports.
You know what that means? You know what that means? They need to be more on Twitter, because then it don't bother you as much. Seriously.
I'm with you. You are one of these people that take it or leave it Twitter. You don't care. But people there are people.
No, I'm on Twitter. I just don't always.
But you can take it or leave. Like no one's. If somebody even said you suck as a radio host, doubt you even.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are people who will make mother bleeping Kevin Durant.
Greatest
basketball players of all time.
One of the greatest basketball players ever have 17 burner accounts in response. Kevin, yeah, he's great, right?
Waddle, baby, Waddle. He says, "I'm not an insider, but trust me, Taylor's agent is from down here and a Dolphins fan. If Greer is making multiple trade offers, then there's already a deal in place." I would agree with you. I
would agree with you.
I don't think that means that he's going to take a discount, because I would say that Taylor's agent, is, I would say that they are still really, trying to get their way in the NFL. Right. They're not the Rosenhauses, so I would say that he's going to want. I negotiated highest deal for a running back,
Right.
I don't know if it'll happen, but I don't think that means the Dolphins are going to get a discount because the Kawa brothers are from down here.
Right. But again.
But I would say that
the Dolphins. Listen, I'm thinking right now the way the Dolphins feel about their team and about a lot of positions on it, that they can pretty much wash their hands and say we're good.
I think
at any point in time.
I think what Chris Greer should probably tell first round management, he goes, I haven't cut no egg monogamy yet. I did exactly.
It's tomorrow at 4, right?
It sounds right.
Yeah. So 37 players times 32 teams. It's about 1,600 guys are going to be free agents. 1,600 football players.
Damn.
Going to be free agents. I just saw a deal where the Browns just traded a offensive tackle or for a running back. Yeah, they traded for a running back and traded a offensive lineman, which everybody in the league is kicking the tires on offensive linemen. You think it's only a problem? Huh?
Mary Case Cabot said they traded Pierre Strong Jr. in exchange for offensive tackle Tyrone Wheatley Jr.
Yep. I wonder if that's Wheatley's kid. I'm guessing it is. Tyrone Wheatley Jr. Yeah.
It's a good indication. That
I would say so.
That's a
Yeah.
good.
But I would say this is that be careful, everybody talking about offensive linemen, because I just been perusing, and there's probably 25 teams having the same conversation that you are about offensive linemen. I don't know why. I think what has happened is when the game was centered around running the football, you didn't have as much of this. But now with the emergence of we're paying our D-line so much money, right? Then more of an emphasis has been put on that D-line. And now the offenses now are dropping back and passing more. You put them in a terrible situation. So with Mike McDaniel being a run guy, right? I think he can do his offensive line, whoever it is, a big favor by establishing that first, however you do it.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can get at us on YouTube and Twitch, the chat, Miami 56 WQAM, the number 305-567-0560, and also your training camp updates here on 56 WQAM are brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today in one of their over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training programs and get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there. Back after this.
Enroll today in any of Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical College's 60 active high
the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of my life.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hey, we got a chance to win a photo op and an autograph from Panther star Matthew Tkachuk. Sunday, September 10th at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania. To enter this contest, text the word Panthers to 20357. That's Panthers to 20357, and your name is in the ring. If you don't win and still want to go, get more info on HollywoodCollectibles.com. It's a text contest, so message and data rates may apply. We'll put it all right. Oh, no, in about an hour's time. If you guys are just tuning in this morning or this afternoon, Jović, dude. Amazing for Serbia.
What did he end up with?
Let me see. Final numbers for Jović.
I wonder what their well, I'll be able to search it as well. Their record. What's their record thus far? Serbia.
I don't think they've lost yet. I think they're 3-0.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think they're 3-0. Jović had 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists.
I mean, he kind of went over the top for 17.
Wow. He won player of the game. And don't forget, they blew them out. So, like, what do you want to play 48 minutes? I don't even think they have that many minutes in the FIBA.
Okay. How many minutes do they have, actually?
I don't know.
Not Joker. Who's the other one? Luka. Luka had 37 the other day.
Yeah, but you know what? Luka's a ball hog. You know, Jović likes to get his teammates involved.
He had 3 assists, dude.
Who?
4 assists. Sorry.
Yeah, but like again, you're overlooking the fact that he blew the doors off Puerto Rico in the first quarter. They never looked back.
All right.
Like, if you never look back, how many do you need big numbers? Like his efficiency was huge, and you're sitting here poo-pooing him. Dude, this is the thing with you. You know, you sit here and you're like, I'm the biggest Jović fan. I'm basically Serbian horde. And then all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, but Luka had 37.
You make sure you put that D on the end, dummy.
Hey, he got game honors.
Or duh.
Everybody out here is talking about Austin Reeves like he's God's gift to basketball. He got player of the game for Team USA. Jović scored more than him.
True. I did see that. There's a lot of Austin Reeves sprays going on. I'm like, slow sports day, huh?
Nah, he's a Laker. Listen, if you're a Laker, they're gonna fawn over you.
That is right.
Austin Reeves.
Overrated.
Wait until wait until we're on, week 3 of the NBA season and they're talking about Gabe Vincent like he's the next coming to Chris Paul.
Oh.
Let me tell you, it's gonna happen.
Unless he gets that.
And by the way, I don't like the fact that J-Fig also, she's like, oh, I'm back on Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
He left us, J-Fig.
He did.
He left. Enough already.
Hey, wouldn't it be something if she came on wearing purple?
Oh, if I see you with a Gabe Vincent Lakers jersey,
that's right. Don't worry, J-Fig. I'm going to get you one for Christmas.
Waddle Baby Waddle says he played 23 minutes. 17 points in 23 minutes? That's great.
Yeah. He had 11. He had 11 in like 3 minutes for the Heat, and they couldn't get no more playing time.
Well, yeah, but like him and Spo are having lunchy lunch together.
Oh yeah,
because Spo's making moves in the Philippines right now. He is. He's a mover and a shaker. Like there's something going between Anthony Edwards and Yovi. Something's happening.
Next wave. We call that. We call that the next wave.
Yep. Surf's up. That's what's going on there, dude. Hey, by the way, did you see this David Robertson? He lost his closer's gig this weekend,
and rightfully so.
Oh, Meatball City,
Jesus,
Meatball.
Dude.
What a bum this guy's been since the Marlins picked him up.
No, and AJ Puck lost his closing.
Fleeced us.
Him too. Everybody keeps losing their closer's gig.
But they did have a 2-1 filthy.
Wow.
They almost blew it too.
2-1 filthy.
They almost blew that one too. I mean, you had to win this series against the Nationals. They blow it on Saturday night. And Robertson sitting there. And then you could just see him in the outfield. He's scowling in. He wanted Tanner Scott to fail. I'm just like, come on, dude. You had your chance. You had your chance. Robertson's 100 years old. Thought like, oh, the old come down to South Florida.
Weren't you praising him when they came in?
I didn't praise him. I just said, he's been really good this year. But, lo and behold, he has to get into a meaningful pennant race. And what does he do? He poops the bed.
Fraudulent.
Fraudulent Mets closer.
No, we call that. Looter and a riot.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. The Marlins are like, hanging on for dear life to be over 500 right now.
Yep. It's rough. Every time I look at the record, it gets closer and closer to 500. After that miraculous start.
Yeah.
First time we've started this way in 2 decades.
Yeah. No, well, listen, it doesn't matter because we decided to make like Matt Turk and punt on the season.
That's true. We punted as soon as we sent Yuri down.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Great.
You were right.
You have Sandy Alcantara's calling out his teammates now.
The
only thing that's going great really is Solaire. Solaire's, hitting the cover off the ball.
What happened to Arias? Is he still
He's fine, but he's just your run-of-the-mill good hitter now. He ain't hitting 400.
Oh my gosh.
You think you impressed me hitting you 356?
Run-of-the-mill good hitter.
Congratulations.
That's what you call him.
Congratulations.
350.
I'm supposed to be here sitting. Oh, look at you. What's he got? He's only 9 points above Freddie Freeman.
Wow.
Don't let Freddie Freeman catch you, Luis. Ridiculous.
Freddie Freeman got a little more pop in his bat, too, doesn't he?
He's also 100.
Oh, my
No, he's not.
Freddie Freeman's been around. He's like Chipper Jones's nephew.
Dude.
He's been around forever.
I bet he's not over 35.
Freddie Freeman.
He is 33.
No, I think you're looking at that wrong. I think that's his 38.
Oh, 38.
Yeah.
He's not 38.
Yeah.
Sick of this, dude. You've had the Nationals come in here. You couldn't take 2 out of 3 from them? Really? Whatever. Why do I care? I'm the only one who cares.
It's rough.
We care.
Nah, you don't.
We started so strong.
Yeah, we started so strong. And we decided, his poor little arm's going to fall off. Let's send him to Pensacola. Really? Do you know what Pensacola does, dude?
What?
What did they do?
Pensacola rents their stadium on Airbnb. Not even making that up.
Really?
I saw that this weekend. For $5,000, you can get the Pensacola Wahoo's stadium for a weekend.
To do what?
Not a bad deal.
Live in a stadium. Take a little BP. You think I want to stay there? You guys made Yuri Perez go up there for no reason. But sorry, you're a minor league pitcher now. All of a sudden, Yuri. Let the air out of the balloon for the season.
If I rent the stadium while Yuri was there, could I send him back? Do I now own part of the team for the weekend?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's just depressing. I was watching it yesterday too. I thought they were for sure going to blow it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they got out of it. But I was like, ugh, if they blow this, 2 blown saves to give up a sweep.
How confident are we that
got the Rays coming up? They're going to smoke us.
Are we going to make the playoffs?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Ain't looking great, Chief.
Oh no.
It ain't looking good.
The old Chief.
You have lost your damn mind already.
It ain't looking good, dude. It ain't looking good.
All right.
You guys just, but it's all right. We'll always have, I'm sure when they come back, I'll tell you one thing right now, though. If we come back at spring training next year, we don't make the playoffs, I dare
lose your mind.
I dare anybody on the Marlins to talk about, we were 14 games over 500 at one point. Great. Congratulations on your half-season award.
You are so
Right now,
out
we have a
of it.
6% chance of making the wild card.
Look, it ain't looking good, Chief.
All right.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
WQ
All right. Welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. I want to let you guys know, if you want to get your hair cut by the Canes and Fins Barber, we've got your chance to freshen up your look with Steven Rivera, the barber to the athletes. Go to WQAM.com/contests and check that on out. So let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Dolphins are going to have to whittle down that roster to 53. Mike McDaniel yesterday, he was saying this is his least favorite time of the year. Here is McCoachin.
Least favorite time of the entire season, the entire year, calendar year. And a roster that has a lot of talent makes it that much more difficult. It's in conflict. You're trying to make people the very best that they can be, and then in turn you have to tell them, well, hey, that wasn't good enough for the 53-man roster, even if they're very sensible and understanding of the competition, and you know, it really hits people in the gut. It's not easy. But you have to keep in mind that, you know, I was hired to be a head coach, and within that isn't all bells and whistles and skips, and these are the things that somebody has to, there's what, 90-man roster, 53, that math, even for some of you guys that are math deficient, I think you can see how difficult that is, and it's not something I take lightly in the least.
What do you mean, bells and whistles and skips? Is that supposed to be like rainbows and sunshine? Is like that?
Yeah. That's Mike McDaniel's version of rainbows and sunshine.
Rainbows and sunshine, and these skips and bells.
So it's like ding
talking about the Marlins.
Yeah, like, are you like, it's like, is he just like jingle bells? Like there's a like you're.
That's what I'm gonna do. When I come in tomorrow, I'm gonna bring a bell and whistle.
Man. All right. Well, there you go. I would say
I don't know. I can't. I've never.
There's got to be some people that coaches enjoy cutting though. Like there's got to be some jerks.
Of course.
That's a good question, actually.
There's got to be some
no. Look, let me. I'm gonna tell you my camp story.
Oh.
So, had a running back. He was from Miami. Last name Stewart. From Miami.
Mm-hmm. Like the Hurricanes or from the city?
Yeah, the Hurricanes. Is it James Stewart? I'm not sure.
It is James Stewart.
Yeah. He was with the he was a big dude, could run the football. He was with the Vikings. They said, Leroy, we gonna room Stu with you. You know, try to help him out. Tell him we want to keep him, right? But he need to get his act together. So I'm having, conversations with him, and he just Stu against the world. Like everything is, I should be this and this and this. I'm like, dude, they want to keep you. Just play ball, right? You're going to get your chance. Like the rosters aren't big enough for you to just sit on the bench. You're going to get your chance. No. So finally, one morning at 6:30, he said, hey, the door. I said, hey, young fella, that ain't for me. I never saw Stu again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he actually received a 4-year federal sentence a few years after that. So,
oh wow,
I'm not sure if you're gonna see much of Stu.
But yeah, like he man, like, and you have guys like that. You have guys that they bring in for a specific reason because they realize how your talent could fit the club, but your mind ain't right. You know what I mean?
Played for something called the Miami Tropics.
What's that?
The Spring Football League.
That sounds like something that a former player owned. He tried to start up his own league.
Well, that was Jackie Moon. He had
Flint
Yeah,
Tropic.
there it is.
Corn dogs, Jackie.
So
Tried
it happened. There's a lot of different. Then you have like once you get past those guys, that you have, he might have some talent, but he ain't gonna make it. We tried to push him towards, what we wanted him to do, and it wasn't working out. Right? There's those guys. Those are the easy cuts, right? But then you got guys that, for example, you might have a guy you brought in as a right tackle, and you try to play him at guard.
Mm-hmm.
And it took him a long time to figure it out. And it's not because he wasn't talented enough. Maybe he's playing out of position because that's what you needed. And you might have a guy who might not be as talented, but can play left guard that you end up keeping. And you have these conversations. Then you have to figure out, okay, as a running back, what else does this guy do? These are our primary runners. Does he play special teams? Does he return kicks? Does he do these things? You can't be a guy. That's why I kept getting on you about Noah. How you going to be a first-round pick and not even be able to do special teams? Like, if anything, you should be active and doing something on the field every week.
Definitely.
So you have those guys. Like, and that's the conversation they probably going to have with Noah. Where is he as far as our defensive back group? And what else can he do that we can keep him and keep developing him?
Well,
if they say nothing.
I'm gonna be honest. Part of the thing that he's been fortunate with is that there has been a lot of injuries
Right.
over the last couple of years with the secondary.
So, but all that means is that the writing's on the wall, right? Because we don't know Noah's playing any special teams. So that means you got to be twice as good at your position if you're not going to play no special teams.
For sure.
Hell, I played special teams my first 4 years.
Got
A
it.
lot of them. So, yeah, man. And Belichick used his starters all the time. I remember I had a 70-yard touchdown, and I'm on the sideline sucking wind. He said, he come over to me, I need you to run down on kickoff. I look up, really?
No one can spot me.
I'm saying, you question whether I was in good enough shape to play football, and your solution is 70-yard touchdown, run down on kickoff? So, yeah, man.
I gotta imagine that he didn't come off that request.
No, I may have said something, but I knew damn well I'm going to get my ass on that field.
So you got a -1 for Sass, and then he said, get out there and run.
Yeah.
-1.
I went out there because, look, I look at it this way. If he's finding places to put me on the field, that means that I have some value.
For sure.
And you got to just, man, and this is what I say about athletes in any sport. What you're asked to do doesn't necessarily reflect your athletic ability. And I think so many times we see what position a guy plays and determine their athletic ability based on the position that they play.
Some other headlines, which are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Literally did this 2 seconds ago. We
said
know
yes,
trucks. Yes. Soon as we came back.
Man, you're just so quick and good at it.
Fix it, dude.
I thought we love Palmetto Ford. Did that stay up
Yes.
there?
No, it's not Palmetto Ford. It's you.
Yeah, it's you.
You're doing it too.
Frog boy.
Did it come down though?
Palmetto Frog. We know amphibians.
I think you're lying, Leroy.
Conor McGregor, he tweets his return will be at UFC 296 on December 16th against Michael Chandler.
Whoa.
Take for that what you will.
I was gonna say, is that true though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Conor McGregor says he's returning to the octagon in December.
He still got the atrophied leg?
I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what his leg looks
Because
like.
Listen, I'm gonna just put this out there. If you piss enough people off, that fight gonna start with 17 leg kicks.
I gotta tell you, dude, UFC got me emotional this weekend.
Really?
Emotional. Oh,
Man.
I was showing Marcos before because it was Max Holloway, who was from Hawaii, and it was Korean Zombie. They were fighting in Singapore. So the fight was great. It was like at 11 in the morning, which is a beautiful time for a main event. And you know you're getting older. You're like, ooh, I like an 11
Korean
a.m.
Zombie. Night.
Oh, dude. He came out though. He went out on his shield. Like he was like, I'm going for broke. He was haymakers, and Max just had an overhand right waiting for him. Bang, sleep.
He went into the refrigerator looking for milk.
Went night. So first it's all emotional because Max Holloway's got the Hawaiian flag on coming to the octagon. Then he's like, this is for Maui. Because the wildfires in Maui have been very destructive. And, so he's got that on his mind. And then Korean Zombie, he's like retiring and he's crying. He puts the gloves down on the canvas. He's weeping into the canvas. And then this never happens, but the guy who loses after he retires, they start playing his song on the way out. And it's the Cranberries, Zombie. And then all the people in Singapore, they started singing it to him. They're serenading him. I was like,
you're like,
I'm emotional, dude. I got the gooses.
Cool,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's pretty cool.
Really,
that's something like you like about sport. You know what I mean? Those moments.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. And I'm sure, and guess what? And I bet you Max Holloway didn't have a problem with it.
No, he's like, his first thing was he went over and he says, he's an effing legend. Give it up.
Yep.
They
of
did.
Course. I mean, I'm amazed that he got night, but he got up enough for all of that.
Dude, he went night, but you know what the thing was crazy? So Max Holloway knocks him out, jumps over the cage to go hug his wife, and when he comes back to look over at Korean Zombie's looking up at him, smiling, still on the canvas, but he's just smiling at him.
Yeah, but you do things when you knocked out.
I think he was genuinely happy that he went out like that.
I remember one time I went night, and they had they needed the jaws of life to get the football out of my hands because I wouldn't let it go. And when I got to the sideline, one of the players yelled, "Now you want to hold on to the football?"
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
sad.
I'm like, what? And then another running back was in the back while I was sitting on the bench, flapping two towels, going, "I'm Batman." like, dude, we did not. I would just say we did not take concussions as serious as we probably should have. And then when we got in the meeting room and we saw the play, somebody yelled, "Give me a Caesar salad, 2 bus passes, and some bonbons." Like, it was just like, yeah, man. Yeah, Joe. Like, but guess what? I'd rather get it in that room, right? Like, that's your brothers, right? But still, I mean, now that I think about it, I'm like, wow. I'm like, what?
Taking that more seriously.
Yeah, I probably should have taken that more seriously. Everybody should have.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more of this.
WQAM broadcast.
Zombie.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
You know what?
60 WAM.
I'm a victim of bad lyrics. Because when I first heard that song, I was like,
just careful.
Why is she singing Someday? And the name of the song is Zombie.
Someday.
Hey, I was singing my ass off. And then finally somebody said,
Woo, hey, man,
that's not the words.
Oh, man. Let us get to another training camp update brought to us by our friends over at Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today at one of their over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training programs and get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there.
Jennifer.
Hello. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
You're in blue.
Hello.
You coming in for the last inning today? Is that what you do? Like it's a closer?
I'm sorry, guys. I was working on some
newsletter. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Hey.
No. What is this? I work on the newsletter during the show. You double dipping during the show?
Wow, dude.
I double dip,
I don't care what anybody's birthday is. Well, especially if it's in August.
Okay, hold on.
Well, we're in September now, so it's different.
Unnecessary shot on the way out.
We're not September yet.
Yeah, September's like,
but you can't wait for September for the September newsletter.
It isn't technically September's newsletter.
Well, I'm saying we're no longer talking about August birthdays because we're looking forward.
Good thing.
No, okay.
What?
Unnecessary again? Maybe she's just focusing on making sure that Leroy's name finally makes a birthday list.
I'm just curious as to why you're wearing bright blue instead of your normal.
Yeah, what's going on with that? You have like a Zoom meeting
got
today?
a little lunch date or something? Come on, give us the deets.
This weekend.
I'm trying to cancel out the huge sunburn I have.
Oh,
Although it doesn't work that I have no shoulder.
Yeah, what do you? So I take it your weekend was spent on the beach. Didn't rain.
Yeah, it didn't. Well, actually, it rained for like a couple minutes, but that's it.
And some pockets of torrential downpour.
You know, they have this thing that white folks use called sunscreen.
I used a lot of it.
How much SPF would you use? A 30?
I did 50.
And you still got burnt up?
Oh my god, yes. Right now my face is being covered, but like you can't really see that much. If I were to go like that,
on the bone.
it'd be very
on the bone, it's just like bright red.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's just red.
I'm gonna just say this. You probably should have went with the little onesie.
Oh, it's called a onesie, Leroy.
I don't think that's what that is.
Probably not.
Why not? Why not?
It's called the Andre the Giant.
I believe that's a singlet.
Oh, okay.
A singlet.
According to Ian Rapoport, he says on the Jonathan Taylor pursuit, the Dolphins, they said this on the Pat McAfee show, the Dolphins are in the mix, but they are not alone.
Okay, great. See, you eat stuff up like this.
What do you mean, dude?
I literally get annoyed. That means nothing. I could put that out there.
It's something
I could put that out there.
They're not alone.
Dolphins still in it. You heard it here first. Like, is that news?
In the mix of what? Like,
exactly.
So Ursay is like on a D. He's like in a DJ set.
I'm just saying. That's the same as what Ian Rapoport just said.
DJ Ursay on Power 96.
Wow, he's
in the mix. In the mix.
I like it.
Welcome to the pill box.
Barry Jackson says, as we've reported, the Dolphins are pursuing. Ian Rapoport reiterates that, expects a Colts-Taylor deal with some team, though that would require Ursay coming off his first-round demand, which apparently he is not. He is sticking to wanting a first-round pick. In the mix.
Oh, wait. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
This is a really common sense question. You don't value your running back to pay him, but you expect a first-round pick?
Well, it seems a little bit, yeah, I get what you're saying there. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense from old Ursay.
Pick's for an elite player. Is that not right?
Yeah.
So if you consider your running back an elite player, why don't you pay him?
Plus the other thing with him is, like who was the last? Like, I mean, McCaffrey got traded. He didn't go for a first round pick.
Yeah, when's the last
He
time
got a big old contract though.
Well, he had a big old contract, but he didn't go for a first round pick. I don't know if like Irsay's saying, well, I mean, like you have to give him a big contract. So I don't know why he thinks first round pick. I mean,
But I don't understand. Here's the thing: if nobody values a running back, why would you give up a first round pick and pay money?
Yeah,
it's either one or the other. We're taking them off your hands. Here's a second round pick and another pick, right? And we'll give him the contract. Otherwise, you can just have disgruntled Taylor. Now, I will say this. If he's not coming off of that Tuesday deadline means absolutely nothing. But he seems like the kind of owner that would keep Jonathan Taylor and not play him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, what does that do for anybody at that point?
That's my point. But okay, the same thing it does for you not valuing a player, but want top dollar for him. You can't have it both ways.
The only thing I suppose like Taylor could ride then is just be like, oh, I'm not all the way back from my ankle. So
yep, pretty much. But no, that's my point. My point is why do you expect the other 31 teams to value your player more than you do?
No, it's a weird thing, but I think it's one of those where it's like, Irsay's a crazy person and, he has meetings in a van, like he's
here's the problem. The problem is that, and this happens with players too. So I'm not going to just, say it's, but when you go into a negotiation and people are being unreasonable, it's hard to come to some kind of agreement. And for him to want a first round pick for a running back, I don't care who the running back is in the league. For you to demand a first round pick for a running back based on how you've treated your running back is crazy. He should be able to go right now for a bag of voodoo chips. That's how you treating him.
It is how he's treating him.
So why if you're treating him that way, now you're gonna ask
millionaire and he thinks he's gonna get his way. That's what he thinks.
Like I said, in negotiations, if people aren't being reasonable, it's hard to come to some kind of conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a reasonable person. He tried to move a whale.
Right. You know what? Here's the best spot to be in life. It's not to get paid. It's not to have a cush job, but to have options. So that whenever you go to any kind of table that you have, you know that you have options. And when people see that you have options, then you become more valuable. If they don't fear that you have options, then tough. You get what you get. Welcome to radio.
By the way, speaking of broadcasting, I'm watching some clips of the first installment of Skip Bayless's new Undisputed.
Oh my goodness! I love it! I love it! I love it!
Why did they do that today?
Wait, why is so they have
Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, all at the desk together with Skip Bayless.
Hey, I love it because you know what? First of all, that's 3 talkers.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And the one thing that they can do that Skip can't, loud talk.
I guarantee that's the last time they do that. I guarantee that they will not have more than one of those guys at the table ever again.
I wouldn't put those 3. I wouldn't put those 3 on the show together. Because they all like to talk.
Seems crowded, dude. I'm looking at this now. This seems crowded. It says,
and it's funny because he's trying to do what Stephen A does.
He tweeted out because it said Undisputed started off today. Richard Sherman and Skip Bayless discussed their infamous heated debate 10 years ago on live television.
Ooh.
And Skip Bayless said on Twitter, "The truth is, the more we talked about what happened all those years ago, the more we realized Richard and I are way more alike than you might think."
Wow.
No, you're not.
Wow.
No, you're not. Because guess what? I've never seen Richard Sherman on a panel, and after a period of time, people wanted to kick his ass. Right?
Apparently, Skip Bayless told Keyshawn he talks too much at a certain point. He said, "I don't know how closely you watch these games, but you know what? We don't have time because you guys talk too much." Keyshawn, no, you didn't say we talk too much.
Hey, come on. I hate to say it, but there are times where I forget when we're supposed to go on break. I have a point to make.
It's a joke.
Just imagine those three who are not radio people. They just want to talk.
Yeah.
It's Skip. I like, you know what? I love the fact that the shoe is on the other foot.
Me too.
Skip is rambling and scrambling.
He just went out but they just went out. He just went out with like a take bazooka. Like you brought all three of them out at the same time. I was like, oh, those are three great guys to debate with. But you're bringing them all in at the same time. Skip?
I mean, he's like, you know what he tried to do? He tried to do the old Bruce Lee with all the other ninjas surrounding him, and he tried to fight his way out of it. He got his ass kicked.
Tremendous.
Couldn't have happened to a better dude. I love it. I love it being flipped because guess what? They ain't got to back down, right? Shannon Sharp used to back down. Shannon Sharp used to bite his tongue and back down until it got to the point where he couldn't do it. But it took a while. These guys ain't gonna back down.
Nah, because they don't need.
Michael Irvin will start sweating on that set. He gets so hot.
And Michael Irvin can get passionate about some weird stuff.
Yes.
From football to the Canes in the
yes
in the NIT.
Yes, but you know what's funny? Here's what I saw in those. You notice the respect that the three others have for one another. So when Mike is talking and then Key is talking, they'll go back and forth and give each other time to go back and forth. And they just ignored Skip. You think after the show he said, guys, this is my show, you're a guest?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like that happens, but I think it'll be more like passive aggressive. Like I don't think he'll do all three of them at the table again.
Or he'll say, guys, I think we need to give everybody, he'll pull a Shaq. It's supposed to go, you go 1, 2, 3, and then out 1, 3, 2. Y'all, y'all just skipping over me. He gonna pull a Shaq?
Maybe. We'll take a quick break. Play a little all right, oh no to close things out after this.
1, 2, 3, time to get
Welcome back, Tobin the Leroy show.
What happened to the fraud?
I don't know. I am the frog.
Fraud.
Fraud.
Not frog. I didn't say ribbit.
I apologize. I'm not sure. He's somewhere here. Maybe he's taking a dump. Let's accuse him of taking a dump.
Oh, hope he didn't use that middle bathroom.
Hopefully not, right?
Dude,
I feel like that's
I go in there and wash my hands, and I'm terrified somebody gonna walk in.
Yeah,
I can't go to the bathroom under those circumstances.
As I close the door,
That's like the worst thing in the world, right?
It is my fear.
Yeah. At least I go to a private one. At least, and let me tell you something.
Yep.
For people who work in a work environment that have to share a bathroom, if you have to do some of the things that have happened with the foul smells coming out of that bathroom by the elevator, go home. You're excused.
I think that's the pipes, though, dude. I don't think that's like one singular piece of work.
I don't know.
Really? I don't know, dude. Dude, I go over
Singular piece of work.
I don't like, there's been weekends you come in here and you're like, it
Why
feels.
did you go? Why did you go on Mike McDaniel on the poop situation? That sounds like something Mike McDaniel would say. Well, I'm
They were
just
accusing me
saying.
of taking a dump. No, I was over with Len's office. You think I was surprised you were going to be like, hey, go back.
Hey, is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh,
He's here today.
all right.
Our boy.
Yep, he is here. We were talking. We were reminiscing. We were talking about the worst sports cities: Boston, Philly.
Oh yeah.
And,
Wait, isn't he from up there?
yeah, but he knows they're bastards.
You gotta know.
You know what they are.
Right.
You know what they are.
It's amazing with all the black athletes they have in that city. Still doesn't matter, right? You think they?
Oh, we
warm
like
up-
everyone. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh shit.
Really? Okay.
You just have to like
your own player. Your own player complained about it.
Yeah. By the way, did you see Jaylen Brown participated in Big 3?
He did.
Yeah, he played in the Big 3, and Ice Cube thanked him for keeping the league alive. Very strange.
Oh yeah, Michael Beasley wasn't doing that.
No, maybe
Michael
Jaylen-
Beasley can get buckets now.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, my all right goes to Zach Sieler.
Yep.
Sieler it on up.
Good for him. Now
Very
he knows who's next.
Hands.
Mr. Wilkins.
Yep.
Hopefully, well, we'll see. I don't know.
Hopefully, for sure.
Hopefully.
I'll never get over how you guys reacted after the interview with him.
What do you mean?
You were so in love.
He's handsome fella. Handsome. Dude.
He is.
Nice.
You don't think about it because he's a mauler.
No, but he is what you would call an outdoorsman.
Yep.
And usually
Love it.
outdoorsmen have that certain, ruggedness about them.
Lumberjack feel.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
rugged.
Love it.
Wait. You're on the other end of that. It's hard because you're in the goth, but you like Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, but he's
That's what
rugged.
yeah, right. That's weird.
He's rugged. And I say this as a man who Jimmy Butler said had beautiful eyes. Zach Sieler's got some beautiful eyes. I mean, they are captivating.
All right, you're scaring me right now.
Enchanting eyes.
That's exactly why I thought it was hilarious how you guys reacted after the interview.
Yes.
Because even you questioned yourself at one point, Leroy.
I did. I'm like, wow, he is.
Told you.
Handsome.
He could get me some firewood.
My own no.
Go get me a boar and we could barbecue together.
Okay.
Like just.
I know how he
you
catches
know-
so many animals. He just charms them with his eyes.
Okay.
Really? Well, if I needed a chicken, I call J-Fig. But if I need like pig or boar, or it got feathers, J-Fig. Anything with feathers is your expertise.
My oh no goes to death.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bob Barker dead.
No.
Dead, dude.
How do you feel about this?
So
Marcos?
wait.
I was
Can
concerned for you.
I just say this? As much as we watch Bob Barker growing up, is his favorite everything everybody remembers from is Happy Gilmore?
It's pretty famous. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Because
New to
to
your
hear a show, a game show host cuss, you're like, what?
It was revolutionary at the time.
Yes.
He was old when that happened. I've never seen him not old.
Yeah, they showed some pictures of him like that. I was like, I don't remember him.
I never even seen pictures of him doing Price is Right with like as young.
Has he? I've always seen him with white hair. Always.
Yes.
White hair and that skinny mic.
Skinny mic.
But they still use the skinny mic.
I gotta get me a skinny mic, dude. What am I doing with my life?
Oh, when you do your game show?
Yeah, man.
It's an official game show mic.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, you're not legit unless you have
You see him sit standing on the stage and they play the music. He comes out with the skinny mic.
Dade South says it's okay though. We still have Frog Barker. He's not wrong.
Yes. I will make you proud.
All right. Who else? Did Leroy? Did you go yet?
No. You do your. You didn't. You did your. Oh no.
No, I did my
you
own.
got Zach Sieler. All right.
Sieler.
My all right is gonna go to the Pinks. Holy smokes! We thought there'd be a letdown.
Nope.
We thought there'd be a letdown when they won the first cup and then play for the next cup. We thought there'd be a letdown when they get to MLS because they're in last place.
There is no letdown.
No, it's amazing.
There's no letdown when you have the
no
goat.
letdown. And look, Messi, he got the little golden ball or whatever, right? He don't need praise. I'm gonna give it to the Pinks as a whole. Because you can't have a give and go without the give or the go.
That's true.
Right? So
you have the call one time, Marcos.
Yeah.
This weekend on WQAM. Messi with maybe it's in the argument. I mean, he's already got a hell of a highlight reel already with the Pinks, but this may be his greatest work yet.
Drops it back. Boozy spins. Alba into the middle. Messi settles in the box on his right foot. Back post. Kromaski into the middle. Lionel Messi! He moves the world where he wants it to be, and an empty net awaits the Argentine. 2-0 Miami.
When you saw that, you thought that he was going to shoot it when Messi passed it to him. I did. I didn't know it was going right back to Messi.
I thought Benjamin Kroski was like, yes. And that kid's like, what is he, like a child? It's a child.
That drop kick that Jordi Alba did to get Messi the ball.
Do you know how cool it must be to be 19 and be like, oh, I get to play with Messi.
Right.
And he's good.
And he's good. Not old.
Not old curmudgeon washed goat. He's goat. And I'm 19 years old, 20 years old. I get to play with him. That's so cool.
Just think about growing up, admiring Messi and his talents, and then being able to.
Well, because keep in mind, Messi has been playing professional soccer since he was born.
Yep.
Yeah. So, my all right, my oh no. My oh no, I'm telling you right now, iguanas, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, no.
Stop pooping in my pool. I'm going to let the dogs out on you.
Are they listening to the show?
This guy, this iguana, first of all, the other day, he put him right on the coping, like just on the edge. Then he figured out, I guess his butt wasn't over the water, because this morning, he went full, like just tail in the water, pooping in the pool. So now I got to go dig iguana poop out of the pool.
Sorry, man. Oof.
Love that for you.
Oof.
I'd rather do poop than be burnt up like you, J Fig.
Listen, it hurts to move.
I know. I see you looking like you smiling, but it's like, well, don't you put like aloe on it? You put aloe on it.
What do you got for your all right? No, today, Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. Wait, how do you say lobster in Latin, in Spanish?
Langosta.
There you go. That's what you are now.
Langosta.
Say gas langosta. That's what you are.
Okay. Thank you. All right. My all right goes to Simone Biles.
Oh,
dominating, guys.
Yeah.
After 2 years of her backing out to focus on her mental health, which we love that for her, she came back and she won her record 8th U.S. championship on Sunday.
How old is Simone Biles now?
She is actually the oldest, and she's 26.
Wow, 26.
Hey,
that's like 40.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, in gymnastics, you got like 2 runs at it. You start at like 15 and you go 2 Olympics? Done.
26. I think gymnastics is the only thing other than running back that ages quick.
Oh, yeah. With gymnastics, swimming.
Swimming, you got like
tennis. women's tennis, there's the Williams sisters, they don't usually go that as long as they have. By the way,
they've ruined it for everybody.
She just had another kid.
She's winning tournaments.
Serena.
Yeah, Serena's an anomaly.
Yep.
What's your oh no, J-Fig? Other than
also, wait, I have another all right, which is celebrating King Figueroa this weekend. And just like Simone Biles took time for her mental health, I was happy enough to have my family with me. And just having people who support my mental health and my family's mental health. And I really appreciated that this weekend.
Did you give him the look? Did you show him the look?
Oh, I gave some looks this weekend.
No, I'm saying. Nice. No, I'm saying. Did you show Papa the look?
I did. I gave back to him. Yes.
Why does he not know? Why does he not think I terrify him and he laughs?
He laughs because he's just like, why is he scared of me and how?
He knows why.
Hey, I'm telling you, first of all, your mom's outgoing, happy, she's talking or whatever. He's just over there looking, and that scares you.
He's very observant.
Yes.
So my no goes to once again, yes, the sunburnt. Showering after a sunburn is the absolute worst.
It's cold after that.
Yeah, that's why I don't shower.
Well, in fairness, you got.
Don't you live in water?
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez, what are you doing, Marcos? You're like teeter up.
Just here trying to
do
my job.
My no goes to Tobin also. I know you were nominated for Bum, but you're also my no. Starting rumors.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
This is not fair.
Rumors.
Dude,
you're trying to kick out Bam for Joel.
I'm not trying to.
Every Monday, you come in hot after a weekend of information.
No. I want to be very clear. I would never, ever trade Bam for Joel Embiid. I would never do it. I just find it.
Media day? Watch.
No, you can watch all you want. And Bam knows. I would never trade him for Joel Embiid. But I'm telling you right now, I will tell him, you don't think Tyler was trying to put the flipperooski on you?
Really? There you go. That's the part. This right here. This is why you get bum gun and minus one.
Why?
Sure.
Because you're starting it up.
I'm not starting up rumors. I'm just looking at them.
Stirring the pot.
If Tyler wants to stay in Miami, which I imagine he does, his only hope is to get Joel Embiid here for Bam instead of Damian Lillard getting traded for him. I'm not blaming Tyler Herro. You know, it's an inspirational move, to be honest with you. It's proactive.
Inspirational move.
Wow.
-1 for instigating. Huh? That's right, sexy sauce. It's not just me this time. It's everybody.
It's not fair.
Instigator.
Yeah.
Instigating.
Marco.
What say you, Simone Frog-Gills?
Wow, what? That was a stretch.
No, you can just call him Simone Giles.
My all right for the weekend goes to Karol G.
Oh,
why?
She had sold out concerts.
Wow.
Wait, did you say all right or oh no?
That's my all right.
Why is that your all right?
That's my all right because that's a great question you asked there. Recently, remember Bill Belichick was praising Taylor Swift for performing in the rain.
Right.
Karol G performed in the rain this weekend
Guess
for her
who did it first?
Loyal fans.
Where did she perform though?
Hard Rock Stadium.
Wow, she's doing Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock Stadium. Dude.
Damn, dude.
Is she big like that, J Fig?
Apparently so.
She's gotten very big.
Man, Karol G's doing Hard Rock Stadium. I mean, I know she's big. I didn't know that's like Bad Bunny level though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so
she gets ever since that Corona commercial, she blew up.
She has blown up, yes. After COVID, I mean, or during COVID, she blew up because she was at our station 2019.
That's right.
And
we'll never see her again.
She visited us.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And what's your oh no there, Frog Boy?
My oh no goes to the shuttle system from Stadium Hotel to the actual Hard Rock Stadium.
That's on you for trusting anything near that Stadium Hotel.
It wasn't on me, but I was at home. It was on my fiance and everyone else who had to wait an hour and a half for a shuttle. So they decided, you know what? Let's just go ahead and walk. in the pouring rain.
Wow.
Stadium Hotel.
Yes.
Which
Wait,
is a lesson to.
Can I just say something,
Yep.
Marcos? You idiot.
Me personally? Sure.
Why are you expecting anything good that comes from the words Stadium Hotel as the beginning line?
I was expecting nothing. I didn't go to that stupid thing. I was at home watching the Dolphins.
And the baby. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Wow, Marcos, and the baby.
You were babysitting.
Together we were watching the Dolphins.
Uh-huh.
We were kind of watching.
Where was he?
It was more of a hangout more than it was taking.
Did your baby know that Eichenberg sucks already?
Oh, he knows. Everyone knows.
Is he like his first words are gonna be Bob?
She did her thing though, and unfortunately, Stadium Hotel did not.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Well, that's our show for today, everybody. Hey, we got your chance to win a photo op and an autograph from Panther star Matthew Tkachuk on Sunday, September 10th at Hollywood Collectibles on Sterling Road in Dania. To enter this contest, text the word Panthers to 20357. That's Panthers to 20357. And your name is in the rink. If you don't win, you guys can go to the event still. Just get your info at HollywoodCollectibles.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
You put all these stories out there. You know what? You like ball sacks.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Howdy, boy.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.